have a scene setting thing, but first I just want to catch folks up for those either new or veteran viewers and players. The past at least month in game time, more than that, of course, much more than that in actual time, Thaxl has been pursuing Reevus. The latest attempt to corner Reevus after killing him once and finding out his soul went back to a phylactery to recover elsewhere was to find the phylactery. They made a deal with with the Baron Rexlin von Sutcliffe. And it's gonna get right. So they found the phylactery, fought a white dragon to get it, have returned to the Baron, where he will summon Reevus's body to now alive and walking around, of course, to the phylactery, and sort of containing it for a few minutes so that there's time for interrogation and stuff before it's dropped. He won't be able to bamf out. He'll be, yours to do with as you please after, some convo time. The party has done all that. They just returned at the end of last episode to the backyard of the Baron Rexlin von Sutcliffe's Port Estelanu estate. And they're heading on in. So let's set this scene. Yay. Dan said that his notes weren't behind that window that he thought they were behind. There they are.
Why do we always have to go through these gosh darn trees?
Nice. Right. I'm sorry. Before I do the prep thing here, I'm just going to run our warning. Yes, our TVMA warning, because I'm sure it'll get naughty.
Following D&D campaign is rated TVMA LSVEE. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, extreme nerdiness, and evil player characters. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Okay. It's awesome.
I'm
Halfway
sorry.
through.
So mean. I know it's an evil campaign, but so mean.
I had no idea.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry for everybody watching. I always talk through that ad. That little bit there, I always talk through it, and I had no idea that our audio did not cut out while that was playing. I thought our audio stuff. So I would sit there and talk to people like nobody was listening. And then everybody would hear me. And I just found out this week when somebody said something in our chat when we were talking about the game. They're like, "Oh, it's a drinking game. Every time Bob talks, we're gonna take a shot." And I was like, "Oh no! Oh man!
Oh, that's great.
Love you, Bobby.
Awesome.
Of course, love you too." It's just, I thought it was hilarious to be honest.
It's
There's
fantastic.
no apology needed.
Call
All right. Here we go. We are on episode 63 is this, I think? Right, episode 63. Jeez. Okay.
Only 6 more until the big one.
Nice. Woohoo. All right. A roaring blaze covers the hellscape that was once a beautiful forest. A home, in fact, to an entire clan that bravely took watch over the aspect of weather in Astralanor. A loud shot echoes through the carnage. A bullet tears through the flesh of a young lizard folk child. Her clan's lives taken, her father's ring, and the entire life she would have had. The young lizard folk would spend years ensuring that she wouldn't let anything become close enough or precious enough to lose like that again. But time has a way of working its magic on the heart, for better or worse. And the lizard folk woman found herself slowly making friends, allies, and even a special loved one. Then, outside a warped tower on Lake Ander, she faced one of the 2 people responsible for her greatest losses, Bray Reevus. In a fury, she leapt before she looked, hastily attacking and killing Reevus for all that he had done, even at the jeopardy of some of her newly formed friends. His was a crime that demanded justice. She was enraged to discover that Reevus's soul had left his body and was now returning to reform in his phylactery. Not only had she lost her quarry, but alerted Reevus to the presence of their entire party, raising the stakes even further. Onward she pushed with an unrelenting determination. Making a deal with a dangerous baron, braving the icy tundra of Dragonmaw and a white dragon whilst there, all to claim the phylactery and have Reevus summoned to it. Now, as she walks across the back lawn of the Baron's Port Estelanu estate, truly she stands on the precipice of bringing an end to Reevus. Together, Thaxl, the terrified child, Thaxl, the loner with a stone heart, and Thaxl, conqueror, friend, and lover, walk together to see that justice is served. Tonight on Kyr's Lament.
Don't choke. I saw that.
After that lighthearted intro, we'll... Oh, thank you, Kim.
You said love it right as I took a sip of my wine. It just went.
That's amazing. You're welcome.
It's fine. It's appropriate.
Ooh. Oh, thank you so much, Kim.
Kim's amazing.
Yes, she is.
Oh, all right. So you're all walking across the backyard here. I think we said it was like mid-morning here because you had... Was it mid-morning or was it evening?
I thought it was evening.
Yeah, evening? Okay. So it was evening as you all approach the back of the house here. All right. You are spotted by some staff. It's a very, a large backyard here. So as you're traversing it, there's a few different servants that come out. Yes. Welcome. Glad to see you've returned. I'm not really sure how to address all of you. Please, enter. Rest. Come.
You haven't been messing with old Nana's whisk, have you? Y'all left it where it was meant to be. Yes, just say yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Of course. This way, yes.
I'm gonna turn to the group as I'm still holding the phylactery. I'm gonna step over here for just a second. I need to go hump a tree. So I'll be there in just a minute. Okay.
You need wood that bad, child?
Nice. And just a couple of them wait to attend you, in case you need something, but 100 feet off.
Yeah, she was hoping by saying that no one would follow her.
Okay. They don't go any further. You're able to walk around, but they're just that's part of their their job. That's awesome. The others lead everyone else inside. Thaxl, what do you want to be up to out here?
Okay, if I can just unmute myself. She will go find a big old tree. And sit down, lean her back up against it. I should have this prepared. Do I have it prepared? Yes, I do. She's going to speak with plants. Cast it on the tree.
All right.
Hey, tree.
Hello.
have a nice voice.
Thank you.
Were you sleeping?
Not yet. Just looking out over the ocean.
Okay. I just need someone to talk to me real quick. So Thaxl will take her bag with her poisons in it and slowly, like she's holding onto the phylactery and won't let it down. And so she's like fumbling and then takes out a poison. And she'll name Basilisk Breath and put it down. Frozen Death and put it down. What else do I have? Harada, Mort Flesh, Dracaseed, and 3 other poisons.
Jeez, brutal.
She's been collecting, man.
That's awesome.
Okay. Tree, are you familiar with poisons?
Not very, but the smell of these liquids is acrid and pungent.
As they should be. I'm having a bit of a problem. I did have a name assigned to each of these poisons, but I don't know if that's really gonna work. Can you just help me? Like, I want you to say M, like the letter M, or R, if whichever one you think suits this poison. So, like Basilisk Breath, does that sound like an M or an R? Does that make sense?
The tree's just quiet for a minute, like M?
Oh, okay.
Oh, was I
Okay. There's no right or wrong answer here, darling.
Good. I don't do well under pressure.
Yeah. I've also seemed to misplace my pencil, god damn it.
Oh.
Whatever.
Pencils are dreadful things. They're made of wood.
I mean pen!
Oh.
Pen, dear. Pen.
All right. Oh.
It's been a long ass day, Tree. But here's my pen that's not a pencil. Okay, so if you had somebody come in and murder your entire forest, would you rather deal mort flesh poison to them or frozen death?
Well, that sounds terrifying.
It is.
Well, I don't like the cold very much, so maybe the cold one. Yes. Arctic.
Okay. Okay. That's an R. As I look for more things to write on. Okay. And then do you know Dracaseed poison? Like it's a seed.
I know of the seed. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Do you think that's a good enough poison to torture somebody with? Or should I move on to another one?
I would say move on.
That's now Nobella's. Okay. Okay, cool. All right. So we're going to do Frozen. And should I do Basilisk? No, you already said that was for McGregor. What am I talking about? What about Mort Flesh? Because that just sounds terrible.
That sounds like an R to me.
An art?
R.
An R?
Yes.
R? Perfect.
Oh,
my gosh.
This is delightful. Things
Yes,
get so
it is.
boring here.
I know. Oh, I mean, that's probably, yes. Cool. Okay. She's going to start, like, one-handedly putting the poisons back, except for the frozen death and mort flesh poison. She'll kind of, like, tuck in the front.
Yeah.
And then, as she's still holding this phylactery, she'll kind of, like, rub her ring on whatever hand I think it's on this hand, whatever. Kind of just get quiet for a second. Can you do some breathing exercises with me, Tree?
Oh, I do that all day, every day, yes.
Okay.
Here, have some oxygen.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm imagining just this lizard folk sitting there and like ridiculous like trees, like creaking tree noises. And the lizard folk just goes,
That's amazing.
Is that good? Is that good?
That's
Carbon dioxide?
delightful. I do hope to see you again.
Yeah. I'll be around. I'll be here for a little bit. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. It was nice talking to you, Tree. You have a name?
Renee.
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 Renee. Oh,
Yes.
ours. Okay.
That was imported.
Imported Tree. Well, it was very nice to meet you,
You as well.
Renee. Cool.
Your name was...
Oh, Lady Queen Thaxl?
Royalty. Oh,
Yes.
it is my honor
Um,
then.
Yes. I mean, if you would bow, I know you would, but I will excuse it because you're a tree and I respect the crap out of y'all.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I do hope to see you again.
Mm-hmm. I'll give you a little bit more of my carbon dioxide and then I'll leave.
Nice. Okay.
And I start heading to find my friends.
Nice. As the rest of you have been sort of guided into the building, of course, there is a reading room, sitting room, just inside the back entrance there. You can hear off to the side, there's a kitchen. One of the kitchens here is just in the back, off to the right when you first enter the building. And you can see a bunch of servants sort of scrambling to prepare something for you all.
Pardon me. I think that they need help in the kitchen. I need to help them.
Oh, yes, I suppose.
Yes,
If
what's
you
your
wish.
name?
Yes. Please, go right ahead, be our guest.
Do you have a name?
I'm afraid I lost my name as a child.
Oh, that's really unfortunate. We'll just call you Johnson Boyd #1. Do you have the shine?
Oh, I believe we do. Yes. Recently,
The good shine?
it was brought in perhaps not but a week ago or less.
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna go over there to the kitchen and just make sure that they have all the appropriate thingies. For Lady Queen Thaxl has a very particular palate, and she is in need of Nana's special dealing treat things.
Of course, he kind of looks around, for where he sees Rhea and kind of gives a bow, thinking it might be her. Yes, of
No,
course.
Lady Queen Thaxl is the one that was tree humping. Don't mind her. She is a ritual of the 2Ds.
Yes.
She had a blue battle muffin, but we won't talk about it, and she'll just run off towards wherever the thing is.
Awesome. You head back into the kitchen. That's fantastic.
as Nana runs off, I'm gonna approach the servant who won't give their name.
Yes,
And
sir.
say, I was having a magical item worked on here. Would like to know if it's completed.
Oh, that's for you. I believe they have a few days' work left, but I can certainly go check on it for you, sir.
Yes, please.
Yes, of course, of course. Bows to take his leave and heads up to go check. Oops, that's not letting
I'll just
me-
kind of raise an eyebrow at Rhea and be like, is she seriously gonna go hump a tree?
It's Thaxl. I would love to say no, but it's Thaxl. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know either.
yeah. I mean, she's nervous, right? That's got to be it.
Nervous energy.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for the host, Jiro. Yay.
While Nana's in the kitchen, I'd like to have her start making some of those illithid cupcakes full of lots of whiskey for Thaxl.
Ah, okay, nice.
I'd like to make like probably like a dozen of them and as potent of liquor as I possibly can. 'Cause I feel like she's gonna want them, but I want to make them more creepier. The design's a little bit more creepier with each one.
That is amazing.
What's the tentacle rods?
How to caption this when we upload it. With all the goings-ons tonight so far. Marcon, are you just kind of like marching along with Rhea and Aga?
Yeah, we don't have our own quarters assigned in the Baron's place, do we?
You had your own last time, but you're not sure if it'll be the same or if they'll give you something new.
Okay.
Oh, we're at the Barrens?
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason I thought we were back. Ooh, then I have other plans. I have other plans.
Because I think if we're not doing anything like as at this moment, I'm gonna want to reserve my energy. So I'll probably go see if they have a room that I can retire to.
Okay. All right. Actually, where are my dice? Shame on me. Let me see because okay. So as you address the servant, the Baron walks around the corner, and Baron here. Baron walks around the corner and approaches everyone. Well, you've all returned and in one piece. Fantastic. I'm eager to see our deal complete, as I imagine you are as well.
Yes, I think we are.
Well, please tell me I have him in here. Rex. Here we go. Yeah. Okay.
There he is.
Well, we're missing the one that sought this, are we not? It's probably about the time Thaxl will return, but...
Yeah, she needed a moment.
Of course, yes. Steel one's nerves and such. Oh, there you are. Thaxl, was it?
Queen. Thaxl.
Welcome back. Are you ready to see your old friend? And the look on his face when he's summoned. Oh, I do so love this ritual.
Oh, do you? Okay. Would you be ever so kind as to set us up for the night so we may properly prepare to meet this asshole?
Oh, I do wish to conclude this business, but I suppose some respite is in order. The journey must have been difficult then.
We did just get through fighting an adult white dragon. I mean, we just need to rest a little bit and maybe have some food, a little bit of wine or ale or whiskey or something.
Yes.
If it's not too much trouble.
Can Nana come bursting in now?
Sure.
Nana come bursting in the room, and she'll have a bottle of the most finest shine in her hand and a small tray of Daddle.
Oh.
And she'll, hello, Nana's back. Lady Queen Thaxl, I have something for you. And she'll offer you a tray with a bunch of the battle muffins that are filled with liquor, and each one are like remember the picture I sent in Discord?
Yes.
Like that, but
Oh
each one is a little more creepier, and she's gonna hold out this bottle of moonshine, and she's gonna go, I made sure that they had the best of the best. And when I first came here, and Anna told them about it, and so I thought that maybe you would like this, Lady Queen Thaxl.
If I could cry, I would.
But don't cry, because the banana can't get.
No,
this is heavy.
I said if. If I could cry. If.
Well, let's not get emotional, child. Take the damn stuff now.
I said if I could cry.
My.
Give me.
She'll hand him off, and then she'll adjust her apron and like wipe at her face and still miss the frosting that's like on her nose, and she'll look around, and when she sees the Baron, she'll just look away.
You've been busy. I see.
Oh yes, I have. Thank you for letting me mess around in the kitchen.
Of course. Is that social lubricant?
Well, I mean, if you, I have here. Then she'll reach in her bag and hold out a blue battle muffin. I have this kind of lubricant. Would you like it?
I tried some of the one you left. I think I'll pass for the time being.
Oh,
thank you, though.
You're missing out, though.
It's the one of the
They're
best.
so good.
Well, I won't say it wasn't a tasty muffin, but yes, I think was.
Wasn't your kind of muffin, was it? And she'll put the muffin in her bag and look slightly miffed. You don't like my muffin, I suppose. My muffin is not good enough for you. But I mean, I understand. I mean, Nana's muffin, she's an old lady. Why would you like her muffin? I don't know why you would like her muffin. Wouldn't you know? Because, yep. And she'll like turn around and dab at her eyes. So I don't know why nobody likes my muffin. But it's not like I just give my muffins to anybody.
Oh, Baron, if we're having the night, shouldn't you just have one of her muffins?
Yes, you could. We're having the night. Do you want my muffin? I can.
I better so good.
The muffin.
You want some of mine?
No, he doesn't want your muffins. He wants Nana's muffins.
I wasn't actually going to share my muffin.
No, he wants Nana's muffins.
He does.
Yes, he only wants Nana's, right? You like Nana's muffins.
Of course. But I think tonight he'll start with some of that drink. We have much to celebrate, yes? A closure of a deal.
I don't want to pre-celebrate, but we can drink.
Let's. And he'll kind of usher some folks in, and he'll move in himself into the reading room area there. There's a drink cart, and kind of, put his head down a little bit and walk in. Yeah. So, Markon, one of the servant continues his conversation with Yo, and yes, of course, sir, there. The same room as last can be prepared if you are comfortable there. Otherwise, we can find you a room on a different floor.
Oh, no, that's completely fine. I actually really like that room. I prefer that room, actually.
Wonderful. We'll see it's set up the way that you had it last time.
Okay. I think I'm going to be more social this time. This is me talking in my head.
Okay. Yeah. Very well. And he'll go get that set up for you, so it'll be ready. All right, you're all called into the sitting room, and I'll just, to keep pace, I'll just say that there's, if there's anything you want to role play in here, go for it. Otherwise, there's food. Oh, let me let you know what there is, and then you can let me know if you want to role play. Food, drink, some, just kind of light conversation. Of course, a little bit of awkwardness, because where would we be without that? And before getting a full night's rest. But if there's anything, does anyone have anything they'd like to plug in?
Lady Queen Thaxl.
Yes, Nana.
She's gonna walk over and put her hand on your calf area. I have a question for you.
Yes.
I did the right thing, right?
What?
With the, and she'll make a motion of running with her fingers and jumping off the ledge. That was the right thing to do, wasn't it?
As long as you were safe, yeah? Did you felt safe jumping off?
I only feel safe in the cells.
That's not good, Nana. What cells?
What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean.
You just
No,
said.
I said nothing of the sort.
Okay.
She'll raise her hand up at you,
Oh,
and she'll raise her arm up, like, and cover her eyes, and then she'll let her hand down. She'll say, "I'm Jedi mind swiping. You don't remember that? It's a Jedi mind swipe. You don't know." She'll raise her hand up again. "You don't know. It's fine. Totally fine. You don't know. We're Jedi mind swiping that away." So yes, Jedi mind swiping. You don't remember.
remember what?
Yes, exactly. That's right. You're such a good girl.
I am a good girl. Thank you.
You are, and you deserve lots of special, precious things. And so I wanted to know, Lady Queen Thaxl, of all the precious things in the world that you could have, what is the most precious to you?
Oh, she's gonna shut down. Like she tries to say something and then just kind of like looks away, takes her drink.
Yes, silence is good. That's a precious thing. Yep.
Is this in the room with all of us?
Yeah.
Aga's just gonna pull out some of his infernal, like, I can't remember if it's infernal whiskey or tequila or what it was. It's in my inventory somewhere.
Fire's
but
breath?
something like that.
Dragon
And he's
fire,
just
whatever.
gonna pour a shot and just kind of like walk by Thaxl and just drop it off near her.
Do I see that you dropped it off?
Oh yeah. He's gonna do
Okay,
it he's gonna do it like in a friendly like he can tell you're struggling with whatever it is, and he's just gonna give you a shot because he knows it makes some people comfortable.
I'm not trying to like pry. Well, yes, I am. Let me not lie. I just want to. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well,
Lady
I hope you're not
Queen.
lying.
Well, I mean, look at me. Do I look like I'm lying?
I no.
Yep. Do you really think I'm good at lying? I mean, I'm old lady for crying out loud.
I mean, I'm still trying to get to know you, Nana D. But every time I've insight checked you, it seemed to be pretty okay.
Yep.
So.
Because I'm totally legitimate. Totally legitimate. But I do have an ulterior motive, and I'm not gonna lie to any of you. And she'll look around. I don't know what's going on really, but I do know that it's better than what it was. And even if it's only for, whatever. And if next time I decide to jump off a cliff and don't land safely, well, just splat.
I mean, we would bring you back, Nana, if that was the case. But I thought you had it under control. So
no, it's totally fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we could have definitely brought you back for sure.
Yeah. See, we have a.
Yeah, he would have made me one of his. And
Oh
like,
No, not
that would
that
have
kind.
been. Yeah, that would have been cool though. I think. But I just.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, but it would be cool, really cool. Yep, and she'll just like look at you and give you a thumbs up. But I think that it's a good, even if you don't want to tell me the most precious thing to you, that we try to get to know each other, so maybe you can trust me a little more. So I wanted to say to all of you, even you, and she'll look at Aga, narrow her eyes for a minute, and then look back at Thaxl. But I feel like you have questions, and I don't mind answering them to the best
And-
of my ability.
So do I have to answer your questions first to get you to answer my questions about you?
No, I just wanted to know what the most precious thing was to you. You know, in case I wanted to buy you a present.
Oh, Nana. I love presents. I do.
Yes. Okay. Kitty presents or like
How about I can't answer your question fully at this moment. But what I would really, really love
yes.
is a Drake.
What the one you don't like the battle muffins? They're full of liquor.
No. A Drake that's like a mini dragon.
Like a little tiny dragon? Like the one that we saw, but much smaller.
Yeah. I mean, or if you want to get me a baby dragon that I can raise as my own, that'd be like pretty legit too.
Don't dragons make the babies? How do dragons make the with the eggs, right?
Yeah. So if you could just like steal an egg.
Why do I have to steal it? Can't I buy an egg?
There you go. You can buy an egg.
You want me to buy you a? You want me to buy you a? How do you buy something? Seriously?
We've done it before. It's fine.
Yeah? You think it's possible?
Yeah, I think it was like episode 10 or something. We bought a bunch of eggs.
I don't know what that is, but
It's
I
fine.
mean, so you want okay, so I tell you what, I would make it my goal to get you a dragon egg.
I mean, don't like go out of your way, but
If I went out of my way, though, I know I could tell Lady Queen Thaxl.
yeah. Oh, it was like episode 1. We had to go find eggs.
I think you would like that. So now that I know the most precious thing to you is being a Lady Queen Thaxl of all the kitties. And
Yes.
dragons and things, I know what's most precious. Okay, you may ask whatever you want.
Can I count on you to help me fight this son of a bitch tomorrow? And then I can ask you more personal questions. Because I can't
jumped
think.
off a cliff for you.
You did. Nana.
I jumped off a cliff. Do you really have to ask me that question? I jumped off a cliff with the thing that was almost bigger than me. And
She
it
has
was
a good
heavy
point.
as shit.
She
It
does
was
have
like,
a good
did you
point.
see me like run and slide down the thing and then like swoosh into the air and then like my little skirt flew up in my face and my knickers was showing and you got the balls to ask me everything. Girl, what is wrong with you? I mean,
There's a lot of things wrong with me,
I mean-
Nana. I can't think straight right now, okay?
yeah, well, I jumped off the cliff for you, so I guess and that's your answer.
Then okay. May I ask your permission? What was that word about to come out of my mouth? Can we reconvene this conversation at another time?
I mean, sure, are you gonna go hump another tree? You needed the woods again?
No, I got what I needed while I was out there, so I'm satisfied with my.
Will you teach me to hump a tree?
Well, it's a druid thing. But I can try.
Only druids get wood. That sucks.
Well, I can still like maybe impart some wisdom, but you know, you have to be able to like have these conversations with the trees, and I'm able to
I don't
speak
want
with
to
the
talk.
plants.
I want to hump. the
You got to
tree.
get their consent, Nana.
Oh, that's a real thing. Okay.
Yes, Nana. You have to ask permission before you go humping things.
Well, I mean, it's not my experience. People ask permission for much. They just do. So
Well,
I mean,
they should.
Well, I mean, if I got to ask permission now, child, you're making it more difficult. Just look how old I am, child. I don't got all that much long to live. So
Then here's hold on. Hold your horses. Ready? Do you see that guard over there?
Which one?
The really is that your type over there? We're gonna say it is.
She'll look in that general direction and say, "Absolutely not my nope, not my type."
Nana, find some. Nana, I want you to take a look around the room and find somebody that you think is cute.
Is everybody in the room still?
I think we're all just listening to you. Yeah.
No, I mean, is everyone in the room?
Yeah. I'm. So Rexlin's still near. There's a few servants. I think the rest of the party. Marcon, you're in here. You didn't go to your room yet, right? You're. Okay.
No, I'm actually sitting down having a little glass of whiskey because part of what we have done is done. I just don't like drinking before I have to do something important. Gotcha. But I mean, if we're gonna kill this dude while he's tied down, I mean, it'll be all right.
So Nana's gonna lean really close to you, Thaxl, and lower her spectacles and look you in the eye. And when she does, you can kind of see that her right eye fades from that ethereal blue to the gray briefly, and she'll say 100% seriousness, "There's somebody in the room that I like."
It's not me, right?
Oh, you're so cute, child. I like you, but not like that, I mean, I think you're beautiful and you're royalty and regal and all that. But I'm sorry, I'm not for riding the carpets, if you know what I mean.
That's totally fine.
I'd rather hump the wood. Thanks.
Okay, that's good
totally
to know.
about the wood.
Then which wood, Nana? Which wood would you like?
The wood that I would like. That's the wood. The
Did
wood
you
I
ride
would.
in the carpet?
The wood that I would do would definitely do. Would it let me do said wood?
Is
wood. I would do it.
Just plain wood?
Well, I mean, I don't know if there's a difference between Nana ain't all that experienced, child, but I know that I would do that. Would it let me?
Okay. Find a guard. Any guard.
But I don't want a guard.
Oh, but they have wood, Nana.
But I don't want a guard.
Oh.
I'm not gonna give my muffin to just anybody.
Have you had your muffin given to anybody before?
Just look at you. But I mean,
I'm concerned, Nana. I'm concerned for your muffin.
But I mean, do you stuff your muffin with anything? Just any old thing? Well, I mean, you hump
just
trees.
Tassos.
Yeah, but then that tree. Yes, because you humped it, and that's
that's what I said to not have y'all follow me. Okay.
Okay. Well, then
I wanted to be alone.
Well, Nana's not real experienced with the woods.
I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry for deceiving you. I wasn't actually humping a tree because that's weird. I was talking to a tree.
Oh.
And figuring some shit out.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I figured if I said I'm gonna go hump a tree, y'all wouldn't ask questions or try to follow
me. Oh no,
that
just raised
about running off.
Child, I was in my head. I was picturing you with a limp, and I was trying to figure out how you was going. But I just don't want that in my mind anymore. But I mean, so isn't you she'll look around the room, but not at anybody in particular, and then she'll just pause, looking in Marco's direction for no apparent reason, and then she'll look back at Thaxl and she'll say, "So if I was wanting to stroke the wood, how would with you.
Oh my God, Nana. I'm going to teach you so much shit on the road.
I don't understand how the wood teach. What is? I don't. You don't have to. I don't.
Can I summon a guard over here to teach you, Nana D?
To teach me what? I don't want to give my muffin to just anybody. It's special. I have a special muffin.
How about we wait till we get back to Ikram? There's a lot more variety there. And then I can teach you how to do all things wood related. Think of me as the almighty.
You can teach me all the habits, and you'll teach me all the things to make the wood.
Yes. I'm an excellent teacher.
Okay, if you teach me the woods, I will get you the dragon eggs.
You've got yourself a deal.
She'll reach her hand out. You teach Anna all about. Yep. You
Yes.
should not. Yep. You gonna
Yes,
teach me?
ma'am.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna hold you to that. Well, I mean not to the wood, but Nana.
Breathe.
Oh.
I'll even teach.
Oh,
I'll
Nana,
teach
it's
you
getting
how.
hot. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a woman here. She'll unbutton the top button.
Oh my goodness, Nana. I will tell you all later. And I pat her on the head.
Don't mess up my hair. Or she'll cast prestidigitation.
You can fix it. You can fix it. Okay. I am sleepy, and this queen needs her beauty rest.
Okay, and nobody else has any questions, right? Because if nobody has questions, Nana is going to eat this muffin, and she's going to take one of the illicit muffins off your tray and slowly lick the top of the Cthulhu head.
Do it, Nana.
And just wander around the room. Nobody else wants to ask me anything, right?
Not tonight, Nana. I mean, I have all sorts of questions, especially after that encounter. But
Gonna have to.
It's
second
been a
that
long
myself.
day, and
I'm going to act completely oblivious to the situation. Absolutely.
yeah. Ray is gonna walk over to the drink cart and grab the nicest looking bottle there is and say, "I'm gonna have to call it an early night," and just take the bottle and go to her assigned room.
I am going to bed as well. I don't need any more liquor because of the shot that Aga gave me. I will follow Rhea and then find my room, I guess.
And they have servants to guide you to your rooms and such. Baron excuses himself as well.
I backtrack, and I'm gonna pull Aga and Rhea off to the side because I'm still clutching.
I was actually gonna follow, so
Oh,
you'll go to
perfect.
backtrack and you'll run into me. Yeah.
Hey! Oh wow, I was looking for you. So I still have this thing in my hands that hasn't left my side at all. How am I supposed to sleep and make sure that no one takes it?
She'll
Bamf the owl on
show.
my arm.
Oh yeah, that's
Wanna
another
go watch
option.
it all night.
Can
Ooh,
you,
I've got an idea.
You
Put
can
it
stay
in the
up all night.
bag. Have the owl watch the bag.
Is it okay for Nana to walk by you guys because she's going to space as you say this, or is this going to be too quiet for her to hear?
I don't know. She doesn't want the Baron or the guards to hear.
I
but-
assumed we were moving towards the rooms while we were talking.
Baron went a different
Yeah.
direction. He, at the same time, I have some preparations to make, so I'll see you all early in the morning. We'll get this deed done. And he'll head off in a different direction.
If she can hear it, then I have a suggestion. If not, then she'll just carry on to her very favorite room, and that's where she'll be for the night.
Wait, Nana's sleeping in the kitchen?
Nope.
Aw, kitchen.
Because that's where she makes her muffins.
Yeah, but that's not her favorite room.
Oh, right. Yeah, the other room. Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you, but I mean, if you're pulling them aside, she'll just walk by and kind of ignore you.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Yeah, she'll walk by and not pay you guys any mind as she makes her way down the hall and goes to her favorite room and then sits where she likes to sit in there. And yep.
Is it going to be safe in that bag?
Have I lost anything out of this bag?
No.
In fact, and she'll like rearrange stuff from like one bag to another and tell her and give her the smaller bag and say, it can be in your room with the owl tonight, but I want it back first thing in the morning. That was a gift from my mother.
Oh, hell. I mean, if you don't mind.
No, I'm fine. Besides, I don't really want the owl watching me all night. She'll kind of give like side eye to Aga.
I mean, I don't mind.
He minds his business.
I will take the bag from Maria, hesitantly put the phylactery in the bag, and then look at Aga. Can you do like an alarm thing around the bag?
Sure, let's go to your room.
Okay. Cool.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Of course. Kind of as we're walking to the room, he'll kind of awkwardly like gauntleted, because he can't take his armor out. He'll like pat your shoulder. Be like, I know you're stressed, but fights happen all the time. This one's going to be no different. We're going to kick some ass and get it taken care of.
She doesn't. That's all she does to respond.
He'll say, I'm clearly terrible at this, but I've been working on something I think will help. It's a spell I learned recently. I can set up a circle, and when they summon him, he'll be in a circle he can't leave. He won't be able to hurt people while he's in it, or at least it'll be much more difficult.
I thought that's what the Baron was going to do. Do you have something when that like falls off? And he's just stuck in a circle?
I mean, meta, I have magic circle, and I was going to take it and set it up so that when he summoned him in a magic circle. Whether or not he was going to do that, I have no idea, because Aga didn't talk to the Baron. Last time he talked to the Baron, he threatened to kill him, so it's not on great terms.
I mean, if yes, yeah, we can do that. That'd be awesome.
He mostly said it as like an offer of comfort. It's going to be okay. You have a whole team in your corner. He just doesn't have that kind of empathetic capacity. I don't know if Thaxl would pick it up or not, but he doesn't say that, but that was the intent.
I don't think she's going to be paying too hard attention to, she's... Yeah.
It's all right. We've got a good team here. And he'll pull out the string and everything he needs to set the alarm. He'll say, do you want it just around the bag and the owl, or do you want it around the whole room?
Ooh, around the bed. Because then I'll sleep with the bag, and the owl can like sleep like perched on the bed, and so like around the bed would be.
Dan, would I know if sleeping all night with a phylactery is a bad idea?
You can make an
like
arcana
dark
check
magic
or
and all
history.
Okay, and would I mean, there's kind of two things I wanted to know. Number one, is it a bad idea, which I'm assuming it is? And number two, if it's in the bag of holding, different plane, like pocket dimension, does that separate it, and does it protect her from that kind of interaction?
Okay.
So
I'll say the second one you already know, but go ahead and roll for the first and see if you can lay out.
You said Arcana or history?
Whichever you prefer.
22.
Oh, yeah.
History.
Prolonged exposure to a phylactery, not great. single night, unless you have some sort of in a weakened state, probably not an issue. However, you're positive that if you put it in a bag of holding, it is an extra dimensional space and it can't really affect you.
Okay. All right. He won't say anything. All right. He'll set up the silver string around the bed. Take 10 minutes, pull out his book, ritually cast alarm.
Nice. All right. I'm going to take a quick second as we're getting at this point just to say, first giveaway, a set of 7-piece set of dice. And I, of course, didn't bring the bag over here with me, sorry. But a brand new 7-piece set of dice. Just type in the word hype, HYPE, in chat to be made eligible for such a thing. And I'll roll for that in like a minute and let y'all know. Sorry, carry on. So you set up successfully alarm.
Hold on, sorry. Oops, I didn't mean to.
After that,
Sorry. Are we on the way out the door, or are you still doing something before we leave?
I set up the alarm. I was about to leave, so if you want to do something before we leave, he's headed for the door.
Nope. As she'll just kind of give Thaxl like it's gonna be all right look, and as Aga and her are walking through the door, she just wanted to say something to Aga. That's all.
Okay. He's gonna pause like awkwardly by the door, and then he's gonna like act. He's gonna like stop like he's gonna say something, and he's gonna like shrug it off and walk out the door.
So once they're like clear of Thaxl's room, Rhea will just, as they're walking, like not look at him or anything and just say, we found a location of that Smith. Would have said something earlier, but it's been a little crazy. So.
Been in it for years. A few weeks won't hurt.
Sure.
When do you think we could get to it?
I suppose whenever we're able to. It's going to be a bit of a trek. It's not going to be easy, but we might have to get this, I don't know, monkey off our backs first.
Fair. He's going to stop like in the hallway and like turn and look directly at her and kind of like expect her to do the same.
Yeah, she will.
He's going to go, we haven't talked specifically about prices yet.
We can do that.
I'd rather not go through with the deal before I knew what I had to pay for it.
I would expect nothing less from you, Aga. Let's get through tomorrow, and then you can say what you're willing to give. I'm sure it'll be enough.
Fair enough. Have a good rest, and he'll keep walking.
She'll head to her room.
Okay. I think that Marcon, did I miss her? Are you still chilling in the room, just drinking and such, and relaxing and eating, or what did you have in mind?
Yeah, I'm doing the old cowboy thing where like after everyone leaves, I'm kind of just sitting there with my drink, just trying to get my stuff together. He's enjoying the quiet as everybody leaves.
Okay. Sorry, I totally multitasked fail on that last part. What was the very last part you said?
I'm just enjoying the silence as like everybody leaves and just quietly sipping on my drink.
Nice.
And then once my drink's finished, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay. Cool. All right, so you managed to do that. Nana Dean, was there anything else that you had tonight, or were you going to your favorite room, you said?
Yeah, she just wants to go to her favorite room and make sure she closes the door behind her. And then she's going to go over to her favorite spot. She wants I want to position herself so if anybody were to come in the room, they wouldn't notice her right away.
Okay.
And she's just going to lay her head against it and like kind of rub it gently, like I don't know. I guess like it will almost be like the way Thaxl would like rest her head against Oliver and just kind of rub it gently. But she's gonna just kind of sit there and for her night, she's just gonna kind of walk around it quietly, inspect it, make sure it's okay, and sit down and read her book. That's what she's gonna do for the night. And she's gonna make notes about Aga and everybody else.
Nice.
And most especially about what she had to do to get that thing undone.
Oh, all right. Are you proficient in Arcana, Nanity?
I am proficient in Arcana.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check if you would. And I'll give you advantage because you're kind of familiar now with what's this.
Yeah, like I sucked at that roll. But
Oh, no.
10. Yeah, totally
Okay.
sucked.
No, you go about your business.
Yeah, that's all she's gonna do. But she's most importantly gonna make the note about. She's gonna put like 5 stars next to that favor that she requested to help Thaxl.
Okay.
But she's gonna specifically note that she doesn't know what she bargained, and that she's definitely wondering if it was worth whatever she just might have sold her soul for someone who doesn't trust her.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But other than that, that's all she's gonna do. But she's also gonna make a drawing of Aga studying a yellow snowman that's dancing.
That's amazing. Like an over-the-shoulder Aga looking at. Oh, that's fantastic. All right. So everyone is able to, that is getting rest is able to get a full night's rest. Let me just do that in Fantasy Grounds here to make sure we have everything in the up and up. A full rest incoming. Okay. Sounds of the morning can be heard out in the port city. Boats, the dock bells being rung as ships are disembarking. Excuse me. Bustle of the city below. Birds chirping in the trees in the backyard and around the house. Seagulls cawing. But if that doesn't wake you up, the servants will, as there are servants that are going around to each room, waking everyone up, simply saying a message similar to, "The Baron is ready to commence. Please find your way to the Rio study," which is the room you were in last night, and they'll tell you that if you ask. And we'll guide you from there. And if you have to use the bathroom, please do that first. And with that, we'll take our bio break. A little bit early, but this will give us plenty of juicy time for the actual summoning and everything. So I'm going to go ahead before we do that. And all right, last call. There's going to be 3 winners in this. So if anyone else wants to enter for a free, brand new 7-piece dice set, just type in hype and chat and hit enter. And I'm going to give it a roll here. Let's get our first winner. Horsey Toad. Exciting. Yay. Second winner. Kim. Yay.
Wait, what? I didn't even think I entered.
How are you in there? Yeah, why did it pick hit so weird?
I don't know why.
That's okay though.
I think that's because early in the stream, I think you said hype just as like a way to just as like you were excited.
Oh no, pick somebody else.
Okay,
Pick somebody
I'll
else.
skip it and well, thank you.
All right, pick somebody else.
Second winner, Coffee Man. Yay! All right, and third winner.
I knew Coffee Man was going to win after those puns.
Nice, no kidding. Gothic Curse. Good evening, Gothic Curse, and congrats. That's awesome.
This is great.
You know what? Let's do a fourth, because I have a fourth one. Let's have a fourth winner. Let's go crazy tonight.
Wow.
Half Donut is the fourth winner. And I'm actually going to check and see if I have a fifth, but we'll do that when I get back, just in case. I'll leave this up. So keep, if you haven't typed yet and you want a chance to win one, check something way back. Now, sometime randomly in the second half here, we're going to have a giveaway for the Explorer's Guide to Wildmount, which comes out in March, but it'll be yours when it's released. Either you'll get to choose whether you want the hard copy or digital copy. Another giveaway at a different time will be for the coffee mug from our merch store. And then a third giveaway will be for another item from our merch store, either a t-shirt or tote bag, whichever you prefer. And with the designs we have up, they'll be updated regularly. Okay, neat. All right, so let's hit some pile break. I'm going to get some coffee, and we'll come back and deal with all the madness. Reevus. All right, so our audio will be live, but we'll have our BRB screen up, so you can keep chatting with us as we get back. Oops. Thanks.
So I checked my wine. It is from Argentina. So nowhere near Texas.
Ooh.
I mean, what happened?
We were talking about wines earlier, and I was like, well, I think I have one of the Texas wines, which some of them are good, but others are kind of like, eh. But I was like, well, mine's a Malbec, so I think I got it from, like, it's a California wine. No, I just finished off the bottle because I'm really stressed out right now. So hi. And it's from Argentina. So
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Because Nana, well, I don't know what it is that you have to do. It's not for the thing. But I was trying to think of a candy that she could, because I can have a couple candies in my pocket, the common ones. So I don't know, are you going to have to make a lot of checks of some kind, or is there something that you might need that would be like, I'm looking at my common candies. Like I have the one that gives you charisma, like a charisma check advantage for an hour.
I'm very terrible at charisma, so that wouldn't hurt.
I have. Well, that's levitate. I don't think you want that.
Is the charisma check for an hour basically just a mint? Because that'd be
no,
amazing.
it's a honeysuckle. The mint. It's called fresh mints. Hold on, I'll tell you exactly what the mint does. So the fresh mints, it's a hard candy. These chalky barrel-shaped mints bear blue and white stripes along their sides. Upon consuming one, your clothes and appearance are instantly cleaned by magical means. Dignitaries and socialites often have a bowl of these mints by their front doors for their guests to use before entering their abode. That's my fresh mints.
Dude, what?
So, but like the 5 gold ones are the ones that are common. So, like the charisma one is, I think it's I have one that's the luster crystals. That gives you 10 hit points at 1d10 plus 2 hit points. And like crystals grow on your body.
Shiny.
I was looking to see if there was something that would benefit. Like I have one that I thought that like the infernal spice brittle lets your voice come louder. Your eyes grow red and your voice gets louder. Yeah, there's lots of them.
Sorry.
That's a good question. I don't. I haven't been able to think straight for a week, so I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like I have been playing scenarios in my head for a week.
No,
okay. Well,
it's terrible. It's so terrible. No,
it's
I'm glad.
Terrible. It's good.
I appreciate you asking. I'm just like I don't. She's terrible at charisma. She has a negative stat charisma because it's me.
Should I just give her one of those then?
Maybe, because that'll boost her intimidation and boost her deception. Like,
yeah.
I honestly don't. I mean, has a 0 strength, but she's gonna probably bamf into something bigger.
Yeah, I've also got one that's perception, but I just wasn't sure.
I'm good with perception. I'm good with that. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a very high wisdom.
Yeah, this one's persuasion checks. Yeah, all charisma persuasion checks. The butter rum drops.
Really charisma base.
I have charisma persuasion. It's specific to persuasion, the butter rum drops. They give you I don't know if that would help you in your interrogation.
Probably not.
It just gives you advantage.
Okay.
On it. It doesn't boost like all of your whole charisma stat. Because that would be too OP for a basic candy.
All right, I'm going to take this down. Congrats, Sword Thief, on also winning a set of dice.
Oh, Oh, Sword Thief 1?
Yeah. Woohoo. And I actually have an additional for whatever that puts us at, 6. So we've got one more roll. Boop. That is Tony Montana. Congrats.
Yay, Tony! Yay.
So, to get these out to you, please, you can, of course, message me here. You can reach me at on Twitter. My things are open. My DMs are open. So this is my Twitter. Whatever works. Or if you know me on Facebook or whatever, that's fine too. Daniel Awesome Face will come up with me with this kind of face. So feel free to add me there, message me there, and let me know either your address, of course, so I can mail it, or if you're like, no, too skeevy, Dan, we don't trust you, then P.O. Box or someone else that you're like, I don't care about them though, and you get their address. I can send it to them so they can get it to you. Whatever works, let me know so I know where to send this, and we'll get these out. Yes. All right. Some fun ones here. Okay. Right, thank you, Coffee. Yes, Discord is absolutely okay. Mm-hmm. Huzzah! Alright, let's get back into this mofo, because looks like everyone is back, and we've got some crazy stuff going on. Alright, you know what, let me take a picture of this. It'll remind me, but I just want to take a picture to make sure I don't miss any of the winners here. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's make this happen, gang. Morning comes around. Everyone is sort of rushed. You'll find yourselves kind of rushed along in the beginning here. Not rushed, I guess that's too heavy of a word. But the Baron comes through as it's breakfast time. And just say, yes, well, good morning to you all. Do you all feel rested and well fed and ready for the ritual ahead of us?
I'd feel a little bit more prepared if I had my shield, but if it's not done, I understand.
My apologies, yes. It should be done, I believe, 2 more days' time, or perhaps a day and a half now. We'll see it's finished,
and killing undead used to be my specialty, but using them is my specialty now. But I can do both, so it's okay.
He kind of nods. Being an undead, it's like,
I don't think Marcon knows.
Right. Oh, yes, that's awesome. Very well.
Aggo will just lean over and whisper, "Bro, he's undead."
Oh, when we come back at a higher level, something's gonna happen.
That's amazing. And with that, let's steal our reserves. I shall explain the ritual on our way to the ritual chamber. If you're all ready, yes?
Yeah.
Just 1 second. She's gonna reach in her apron pocket and pull out 3 little, like, triangular-looking candies. There's gonna be like it looks like a candy horn, and she'll offer it to Thaxl. I have a gift for you.
Oh. What is it?
Normally Nana puts these in the battle muffins, but I make candy too. These are candy kernels. These are. If you need a little boost, just put it in your mouth and suck it and see what happens. But only when you really need it.
Okay. Thank you, Nana.
You're welcome.
I'm just gonna kind of like stick it in her little like pouch in her.
Don't lose
clothing.
them. They're very special.
You got it, Nana. They're tech safe in my pocket.
Okay.
Thaxl's going to turn to Rhea, and like she's already pulled the phylactery out way ahead of time, and handed the bag back to her.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's do it. All right.
Okay.
Yes, well, we'll be heading to a ritual chamber where all of the line work and sigils and symbols have been worked. It's been a several-day process, but we're prepared, and we've been prepared and ready for your return. Whilst in the ritual, you will each have a position to monitor, to align arcane energies, and you'll each be asked to give to the ritual in whatever way you feel will.
What do you mean give? What am I giving?
Well, it can be something as mundane even as passionately spoken words, or perhaps magical energy, or anything that you feel will contribute to the power of the ritual. You will each have a spot to stand in to do so, to align and build up the arcane energies. A spot in which you must do your best to remain still, at least until the creature is summoned. And by now, you walk down a few halls as he's chatty, so he's going over the whole thing in a lot more detail that's probably needed. You arrive, you go down this long, almost like a, what do you call it? Mm-hmm.
If he's going over the magical process of the ritual, Aga is like memorizing.
Nice.
And asking questions and trying to suss out the nature of it.
Make an Arcana check, as he'll he's basically he says, well, the intricacies of this spell are great. Folds in the use of some magic from the aboleth, some that were taken from the mind of an illithid. Others are your standard arcane sigils and rituals. You'll likely...
Can you say that again, please? I'm sorry, I'm old and I can't hear it very well.
Yes, of course. And he'll slow down a little bit to kind of repeat some of that. Yes, some was drawn from the mind, extracted from the mind of an illithid. Other magics are from the aboleth and the outer planes, and much is based in draconic and ancient magics. But effectively, we'll be summoning the tie between the phylactery and the creature, and drawing that creature here, binding it, and encircling it with an extra dimensional space that will keep it locked in so that you may ask your questions and poke and prod as you see fit. That lasts about 3 to 5 minutes as part of the ritual. Once it drops, he will not be able to simply magic out of the center of this. And you can start walking into the room. And it's like a huge circular room, no windows, about 80-foot diameter to the other side of the room. And where's my notes here? Everything's been prepared. Completely enclosed circular room, 80-foot diameter, ghostly green, ever-burning flames dance within sconces mounted along the walls. These runic symbols are scrawled not only across the floor, but up the walls and over the ceiling. And even the back of the door has been prepared with runes as you pile in and the door is closed. And the little, border of the door kind of disappears. And it just becomes part of the wall with all the runic symbols. The whatever material, paint, chalk, whatever was used to create these runic circles, and there's runic symbols within runic circles, within more runic shapes that just saturate all of the room surfaces. And they have a soft white glow. It's dim light, but enough to see. pretty clearly, especially with the soft glow of all this, writing scribbled everywhere here. I mean, it's not scribbled. Aga, what was your Arcana roll? Oh, you're muted. Sorry.
Rolled an 18 plus 4 for a 22.
Okay. So you definitely recognize some of the aspects of this. You can tell immediately it's one of those, not overwhelming, but like a lot of information moments where a lot of this it's like a study project to break it down. But you see some within this, some of those familiar draconic sigils. Some of the runic circle work is definitely based in the old school draconic magic. But there's a circle here that has like zigzag lines that go over to a triangle here with a square that envelops part of that and overlaps some. So there's a number of different shapes and zigzags. There's several. It's a very large runic circle right in the center, and about half of that is based in draconic, and you recognize that as sort of a summoning and partially a binding magic.
Would he recognize it as like the connection between the phylactery and the lich? Would it be similar to the connection between like an astral projection and a wizard using astral projection? He's never done it himself, but he's familiar with it, I'd imagine.
With a 22 or 24, anything over 20, I'd say that there's like a baseline of that you see. Yeah, there is this connection through some other plane to whatever it's connected to, in this case the creature.
Okay.
Quite possibly the astral plane.
He's just curious about the soul and the connection there.
Oh, okay. He did mention the aboleth, which I think come from the astral plane, so that clicks a little bit for you too. Like, oh yeah, all right. But a lot of it's like, just new to you. But you can take mental notes as you like. Yes, well, please. He continues walking across the room. There are no other entrances or exits, but he's walking across to the other side, furthest away from where the door was. I will be leading this spell, and I have locations for each of you.
Can I ask you a question before you tell me where my location is?
Yes.
If I give myself to this thing, and she looks at Thaxl and says, "Don't worry, I'm going to do it anyway. I just want to know. If I give myself to this and everything I have for it, is it going to take something away from me in return, or will I be stuck?"
It will take nothing from you. No, it may take some, depending on what you offer it, perhaps some energy, magical energy or otherwise, but you'll, there's nothing that it will take that is irreversible.
Please don't be offended by this, Mr. Rex. Please don't be offended by what I'm about to ask, but even this leaves me or the rest of us weak, does that mean that we'll be overly susceptible to attacks of some kind?
No, the moment the spell is done, you'll be as you were. And certainly there's nothing, this is only what you wish to give. It will not draw anything that you are not willing to give to this ritual. This is simply in support. It helps tie and bind the energies together and amplify them.
And the more that we give, the better the chances of her doing what she needs to do successfully, right?
Correct.
She'll look at you, Thaxl, and say, I'm at any cost, right?
Yes.
Remember our deal.
Mm-hmm.
At any cost. Thank you. I'm sorry for interrupting you, Mr. Rex.
Not a problem at all. It's good to understand beforehand. Oh, Thaxl, it was, yes. Your placement is key, as you have the strongest emotional tie, I believe, to this individual. Ah, yes.
Not emotional, but yes.
My apologies. Yes, well, your circle, you see a little circle that's maybe like 2 foot diameter. There's a few of these around, zigzagged and connected around the room, amidst all of the other symbology here, or symbolism. Nope, symbols. And yours is not. It's about 15 feet back from the outer edge of that large circle in the middle. And that large circle in the middle is mirrored up on the ceiling above it, about 30 feet up.
Sweet.
So yours is, as is yours, a lot of the ceiling is mirroring the floor. Not entirely, but a fair bit of it. So, yes, you'll be here. You'll be the first, the closest, and again, you'll have somewhere between 3 and 5 minutes once the creature is summoned to ask questions. Now, while it's not compelled to give answers, it is, I've had to do this a time or two in the past, and when a lich is confronted with a true death, they're typically willing to make a deal or share information they might not otherwise be willing to share. So this 3 to 5 minutes will give you a chance to lay your ultimatums, ask your questions before that is dropped, and you are free to handle the threat as you see fit. I will not be assisting nor interfering with that unless my safety comes into jeopardy. You will be able to do what you will. I will say that he will be terribly weakened as part of this process, ripping the body here through a different plane. He'll be weakened. You'll have the upper hand. Don't let him fool you and say that he has the strength.
I do have a question for DM. Would she know, being locked behind this door or whatever, that if she wanted to bamf out, could she?
You know that he won't be able to bamf out, so you get the feeling that you might not be able to, but you can ask if you...
Okay, yeah, I guess, yeah, Thaxl would ask. Okay, so you say that he can't bamf out, but what if I want to bamf him out later? Maybe.
If you wish to bamf, yes, bamf him out, then you'll need to simply wait until the summoning is complete, and you can draw him out of that center circle. He'll be too weak to remove himself, to magic himself away. But if you have the strength to do so now, then you'll have the strength to do so then.
Well, like when he's close to death, and I want to bamf him out somewhere else.
I don't see why not, yes.
Okay. I was just curious. I'm just curious. We've gone through my...
I'm glad
cool.
you asked.
Oh, cool.
So, your spot is here, and I'll kind of walk over and show you your spot. Remember, stay within the circle at least until he is summoned, and then you're free to step away. Yes.
So, I just wanted to say before we get this started that Aga would have sat down for 10 minutes or whatever he needed to do for Rary's telepathic bond this morning.
Okay.
That would have happened.
Nice.
I totally forgot to say it earlier, but he would have made sure that was the same.
Okay. All right. Yes, Aga, correct? If you would, you have very strong arcane energies, and you seem to be rather familiar with how to form them and manipulate them. So I have your placement over here, and it's just another spot in the room. Maybe
does it seem like it has a different? Does it seem like the placement actually matters?
It's really tough to tell with all of this stuff out here, but the some of the symbology in the circle seems to be a little bit different, and you recognize some of these things as building blocks for wizards when they construct a spell. So it's sort of a little more in line with your wizard
So it seems like some may be arcane versus versus other types of sigils.
Yeah, yep. He's trying to optimize them.
Okay.
And you, the Davin Star, and he kind of gives a bow. If you would, your spot will be over here. And he gestures, maybe probably towards his side, maybe like 30 feet. I guess it's only 80 feet. So like 20 feet away from him, 15, 20 feet is another circle. I wasn't sure on what you would be offering into this, but I know you have a keen mind, and so you'll be the first step from me, the magic caster, to help focus and direct the magics.
Of course. And she'll hold out her hand to him.
Mm-hmm.
And does he take it?
Sure. Yep.
Okay. All right. As the lead arcanist, blessing of Joaquin be upon you, and she'll cast bless on him and say, this ritual is too important. We cannot afford for it to fail.
Indeed. Thank you.
She'll let it go and then go to her spot.
Okay. Yes, Deidre. Your spot, it will be right over here with your keen insights and wisdom and vigor. Your position will be here, and yours is sort of like when you came in through the door, it would have been over to the left, sort of I think it's the northern part of the room. And that's sort of a position, that's set up for you.
When she approaches the position,
Mm-hmm.
as she walks, she'll be looking at Rhea with an arched brow and give a nod as she reaches up and kind of moves her hand across her chest. And as she does, she shifts form,
Mm-hmm.
and stands as she approaches it. She begins to shift until she stands in the spot that's designated. And she'll be standing there in her true form, confidently, just shy of 5 feet, not much taller than Nana. And she'll look at Rhea with she'll look at Rhea and give her a serious nod, and then she'll look to Thaxl with a playful smirk, and she's not necessarily dressed up like normal Nana in this persona, so she still has that necklace on her, but it's very thin and wired, almost like a collar, and her top is not more than like a single strapped leather brassiere that barely covers her. And she has long leather gloves that extend up to the halfway point of her, between her elbows and her shoulders.
Okay.
But she has on long boots, that like thigh-high hoe boots, and a half skirt that does not cover the front, only the back.
Awesome.
And the spatula is no longer a spatula, but a dagger tied to her thigh. And the rolling pin is no longer a rolling pin, but instead it is another dagger on her other thigh. But the undergarments that are visible don't really leave much to the imagination.
Nice.
As she kind of looks around confidently with her chin held high, and says to Thaxl, at any cost.
Yes.
Ooh, oh my gosh, I wonder if did I put this one in?
Yeah, you have it, and I just have to change my avatar.
Is this Amori?
Yeah, it's Amori.
Okay. Bam. Cool. All right. She presents and steps into the circle. Ah, very well. You, Sir Margon? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes. your position will be over here, and it's sort of on the opposite side. You'll be acting as with your strength and your mental energies. You'll be acting as a counterbalance for those on the other side of the room.
Okay.
Your position is here, and he'll show you where that is. And then he'll walk back over to his far side there. He'll kind of scan everyone. Yeah, Marcon, okay, Aga, Rhea next to him, Ish, Thaxl. Yes, very well. Please consider what each of you wishes to give. You do not need to speak it aloud. Simply offer it as you'll feel the energies channeled through one at a time. And you may at that point add what you will. Let's see. All right. He raises his hands sort of up to his sides and begins a chant for ritual chant for this spell. And after the first minute or so of this chant, nothing's really changing yet. No one's feeling anything. But after a minute and a half, there's almost like a darkness that kind of starts falling over the room. And as this darkness kind of falls, it's almost like the light's just sort of being drawn out of the room. And as that happens, let's see, the room starts to darken with a magical darkness. The runic symbols and paintings and chalk all grow in illumination to counterbalance that. So you still have dim light, but the just ambient light in the room is kind of sucked out. And now these paint and the symbols all grow in illumination and start to match the same color of the dancing flames along the wall in the sconces, which no longer shed light beyond their flames. It's just kind of an odd sight. You see it, but there's nothing on the walls that reflects it. It's just a very dim light in here. All right. As this goes on, the first bit of energy, Ray, you feel some energy imbued. What do you want to offer to this ritual?
She will close her eyes and say a small prayer to Joaquin in Celestial, and as she does, she will let her wings come out and just sort of, I guess, call upon Joaquin so that she is prepared with that sort of divine magic for when the Lich appears.
Okay. It feels as though there's a bit of a weight added to you as this energy that's coming out of and off of you is sort of drawn into this ritual. But you stand tall, wings out, and Rexley pauses in his chanting. Yes, now direct the magics. And you feel sort of the energy head over to Marcon. First, to offer the counterbalance. And it goes over to you, Marcon. Is there anything that you want to do or try to add?
I was muted. Whoops. Marcon's gonna close his eyes very intensely and focus in on the circle. And then from underneath his cloak, there are gonna be these two tentacles that come out and start wriggling like this.
Oh yeah!
and then they're actually gonna curl up a little bit and then point towards the circle as I'm trying to direct my strength to the circle.
Ah, okay. Ooh, nice. And you feel that this energy, a little bit of divine energy coming from Rhea imbued, and you almost lean back to counterbalance all this energy, and it flows out from you and heads over to Aga next. Aga, what would you like to offer?
Aga is going to try to use what he's gleaned from the arcane sigils and things like that, and he would like to cast Magic Circle and incorporate it in the summoning process.
Ooh.
And he's going to try to... He has ceremony prepared, so he's already made his own holy water in order to cast it, and he is going to try and add a magic circle to the summoning so that even after the 3 to 5 minutes is done, like we can enter freely into the circle, but undead cannot.
Okay. Let me just check that and see if that would be
10-foot radius, 20-foot tall cylinder, magical energy. Choose one or more of the following types. Undead is in the list. And then the creature can't willingly leave the cylinder by non-magical means. If it tries to do so through magical means, charisma saving throw. Creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets outside the cylinder. Targets outside the cylinder can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by the creature.
All right. Okay. So you begin to cast that to offer up in the center there. And as you do, you feel the energies continue through you in a more focused manner, as though you've cleaned up some of the energy and you're sending it out with cleaner code over to Imori. Imori, what would you like to add?
With a smirk, kind of, as she watches the tentacles, she says, almost under her breath, great minds think alike. And she focuses her attention on the area in which the phylactery is in. And in doing that, she, takes, the look on her face changes as she starts to really concentrate. And it's almost like pain crosses over her face as she kind of connects with all of the torture and torment that she went through. And kind of to the extremes, all of the extremes that she suffered. And while she's thinking about this, she also summons tentacles, but in a 20-foot radius. As she casts Everett's black tentacles.
Nice.
And then kind of, and so her tentacles are really growing up. And the more she's really connecting with that pain and all of that to give wholly as much as she can give for this. She's just letting it all, and it's kind of apparent in the way that the tentacles are kind of moving around, that is specifically to those feelings.
Okay. All right, sort of like a ragey,
yeah,
like a tortured. Okay.
Yes.
All right, and I don't know if I mentioned this. I feel like I skipped over it, but the phylactery, the Baron would have put it in the center. That's a summoning tool, so that would be in the center before the ritual started.
Yeah, so it's like a 20-foot square
Nice.
that those tentacles are popping up.
Mark, and you see that across the way, other tentacles, yeah.
It's gonna completely freak me out because I'm not gonna know what it is.
That's awesome.
And not in a bad way, but in a very surprised way.
Awesome. And with each person, you feel you have to kind of lean back into that counterbalance of the magic as each person's sort of activated. It finally heads from kind of boosted with that energy and the energy of those emotions from Imori up to Thaxl. Thaxl, what do you want to contribute to the ritual?
Oh, hell. She is going to reach into her satchel, and she has been carrying around for a very, very long time earth and leaves, twigs, whatever. She had taken stuff from her home where she grew up and stuck it, it just stayed with her this whole entire time. So she's going to pull it from her bag and just toss it out onto the floor. And then take one of the standard poisons that she just received from Rhea, uncork it, and pour it out over what she had just dropped.
Okay.
And watching it bubble, if it bubbles. And then you just see rage, and she's like locked in on the center of this summoning circle.
Okay. You drop the earth and grass, and there's a powerful sort of magical shockwave. It kind of ripples through the room, and then you pour out your other thing there, and with that and the the thoughts and emotions behind it as you pour it, the base of the phylactery's vial cracks, and I'm going to take a pause there to do our next giveaway.
Daniel.
Sorry.
Daniel motherfucking Jones. Seriously.
Awesome.
No, Daniel Marie Jones. Right?
Daniel Marie.
I like it.
That's right. Everyone's Marie.
Okay, so I'm just going to get it started here, and then we'll get right back. No, I need Nightbot, not that one. So, for anybody that, let me just clear the last one out. How do we want to do this? I'd hate to have, I guess, yeah, that's fine. So anyone, whether you want or not, that's, not a player, that wants to, oops, this thing, potentially win the coffee mug.
Oh, coffee!
That wants to, with the Mad Bird, sipping coffee on a coffee mug. Go ahead and type hype. We just had some high feather fall. Awesome. We just started one of our post-break giveaways. This one's for an item from the merch store. That little icon there, our Madbird Raven sipping some coffee like Kermit, on a coffee mug. Whoever wants to enter, go ahead and type hype in. Hype is the word du jour. And I have to check on something super quick, and then I'll be back. We'll find out who won, and then we'll jump right back into this intense moment.
Where's the tentacles?
I'm dying. I am literally dying over here.
All the tentacles.
There's tentacles.
Lots of tentacles.
And did he get successfully summoned? Like, I haven't slept in a week. Okay? And then he does this, which, yay, giveaway. Kidding.
And we have two more after this. I know.
I'm so excited
to have more. Yeah.
I was torn between Sanctuary and Tentacles, and then I was like, nope, I'm definitely doing Tentacles. And then as soon as I thought about that, and then Marcon did, I was like, well, fuck. But no,
I was gonna use them in the adult dragon fight, but I didn't have a chance to. We killed it too fast.
We did.
We killed it way too fast.
Have y'all seen the merch store yet? Because there's already like 10 things I want. And they're
fun.
like Lex Maurice is on there.
I want that Lex Maurice snapback, dude.
Thanks, Rhea.
You're welcome. Hey, I played around with the merch store just so you guys know. If you don't like the scale of the item on the things, it will let you change it in the merch store before you buy it. So if you want something bigger or smaller, I know I was playing around with it.
Like all things bigger.
Bitchin'.
Nice. Half Donut, did you have a link? I feel like somebody linked earlier in chat the coffee mug itself. If anyone has that, if you want to pop it in chat, great. Otherwise, don't worry about it. We have two more giveaways. The Explorer's Guide to Wildmount, which we'll do towards the end. And then another item from the merch shop. Either a boop or a boop. I can't remember. Tote bag or a t-shirt. But
Tote bag live.
I won't do any more funny, not funny interruptions during it since it's so intense. Yeah, we'll do those two towards the very end. Yeah, sorry. I did it. I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, no, that wasn't a good idea. So my apologies. All right, so just type hype in chat. We'll give it 30 more seconds for anyone that wants to win the Mad Bird coffee mug.
I do, but that's cheating, right?
Nice. I have to get one and just use that for streams.
Yeah.
You know, my husband wants one too, so we're gonna buy stuff.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna give it the old. I know it's not quite 30, but I don't think anyone else is entering. So here we go. Roll away, and the winner is Coffee Man. It's a good night for Coffee Man.
Oh, so appropriate.
That is.
That's
Really
appropriate.
Coffee Man.
Yeah.
You know what? I give you a cheers. I don't have a coffee mug.
Excellent. Okay. Oh my goodness. So
Ooh, I can drink wine out of a coffee mug. I should do that next time.
back to where we were. Ritual in full swing. Phylactery. It's floating about 4 feet up off the ground since the ritual. After that first minute and a half when everything started activating. Ooh, levitates. Little wings start spiraling around it again, and the little globe or whatever. I forget if that's still with it. I think so.
A test tube, a sphere, and the angel wings.
Ah, nice. And as everyone is contributing to this ritual. Oh, right, Aga. As you go to cast the magic circle, there's a gap between you and the center of that circle. It's an extra dimensional gap. You do remember the Baron talking about that as the preventative thing. So doesn't anything else around that you can cast if you want to cast around it, but in that like 10-15 foot circle in the center, you can't get any magic.
If it's 10-15 foot, I can't do it, but because it's only a 10 feet wide circle.
Ah, okay.
So
yeah, the magic itself doesn't seem to pass through into that center.
As long as I cleaned up that magical code, we're good. This has got to be a crisp, clean ritual.
That's awesome. All right. All leading up to Thaxl, face to face with currently just this phylactery rotating around, dropping the earth and grass that she's been carrying around for so long and pouring out that vial. Just the very base, the underside of that vial cracks and... where are we? Oops. I lost my spot because I got silly. What is this? Oh, wrong document. That's why. Okay. Right. As I should back up just a step. As this is all passing through to each person, and the spell really picks up and is about to reach Thaxl, anyone that is looking, of course, at the phylactery would see a taut red thread that appears running through the glass of the vial out about 3 feet where the other end just disappears into nothingness, but strung taut across into nothingness. Here then the bottom of the vial cracks and its liquid drips onto the floor, pooling in a mass below, which promptly turns as black as tar and as much the same consistency. The numerous lines that make up the varied myriad shapes and symbols on the floor begin to bubble as though boiling. Rising out of that linework in that center circle, cold, white chains that dance as a snake caught in the trance of a snake charmer would. As the chains rise, so does the black tarry mass, which slowly takes the shape of feet, then legs, and so on, as the white chains dance and bind the now forming creature. The process continues, finally forming the head of the wicked creature before you, Reevus. He seems kind of dazed and confused as his regular form takes place from the tarry mass into the Reevus that you know. Definitely weakened and confused. Where am I? What is this? Phylactery drops to the floor. Just shatters. Who's there? Who are you?
Remember me, buddy?
You. Yes, I remember you. You attacked me. Yes, you attacked me and ruined my plans at Ender's Keep. All the planning. You. What have you done?
Nothing. What planning?
You would not understand. You have not the mind.
Oh my god. I did get my piece back. Thank you for retrieving it for me. I'm keeping it safe.
So you, the one that's, yeah. Thaxl, was it? Thaxra? The one seeking the Jatagaver?
No, keep trying.
I know who you are.
Do you, though?
Yes.
You can't even get my fucking name right.
The name matters not to me.
Oh, it does, because it's going to be the last thing that leaves your lips.
Coughs out some black gall, with a tar.
Say it with me. Thaxl.
Spits. It just disappears through that space around him in the circle. What is this?
Can I move freely now? Away from my circle?
Well, I think, right, what did he say? Until he's summoned? Give it a shot.
Okay, I try. Well, I'm hesitant.
Make a perception check. Test it and make a perception check.
Oh, god damn it. I'm too nervous. 12.
Let's get your candy.
You take a test and you feel there's a heavy amount of resistance as you try and pass through that, and when you do, you see like a little bit of a fritz in that circle around him.
Okay.
As Thaxl steps out of the
I haven't all the way.
Yeah, she can't.
Yeah.
She didn't.
Oh, she can't.
Yeah, she tried to, and there was resistance, and she saw the other one fading out as she was trying to push through.
If she does, I'm going to cast Bless on her. So when she steps out,
okay,
immediate Bless on her, probably Rhea, and probably Marcon.
Okay. All right, so you ready that?
So as I try to go, I'm just going to stay in my circle. How big is the circle again?
That's like 2 feet. I mean, it's big enough for you to kind of stand there and wiggle a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, she wants to pace so bad.
Nice.
So she's now feeling like she's stuck. So she's going to just kind of pace.
Okay. He's going to see. Is your pendant piece, is the amulet hanging out?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
You have 2 pieces of the Jatagaver?
I'm sorry, the what?
You don't even know what it is you wear? Oh.
I know that it belongs to me.
Ignorance.
How many more pieces are left? 1? 2?
I don't need to share any of that with you. When I get out of here, I will destroy you.
You're so cute. Oh, you're so cute. Do you even know who I am?
Thaxl, as I said.
No, Thaxl. Thaxl. it falls off the tongue, but if you need help getting that little back sound in there, I can help with that. Like,
Is it possible for like the tentacles to like whack at him?
If they're close enough, they're actually a little bit out of range. But you probably would have seen Aga at least forwarding magic there and see it kind of disappear. It's going through a different plane of existence, and it kind of peters out.
So, will we be able to gather through that we can't actually like put hands on him or do anything to him?
Correct.
Magic-wise or physically?
And the Baron kind of mentioned like 3 to 5 minutes for all that to fade, and then you'll have Adam.
Oh, cool. Got it.
While we're asking questions, can you spell what he just said?
Yeah. JITAGA, and then VER, a separate portion.
I was so close. Okay.
Nice.
Jataga Bear.
Jataga Bear.
Jataga Bear. Okay.
It's hyphenated, actually, for whatever reason.
Oh, hyphenated. Okay, thank you.
How do you even know of the Jataga Bear? Clearly you have not the mind or the prowess to learn of it or pursue it on your own.
I'm surprised you don't even recognize a lizard folk such as myself. Like, why wouldn't I have this? This belonged to my family.
Would I recognize your family? Your family were fools. They were blocking progress. They were standing in the way of great things. They got what was coming to them. You should have too. I'll correct that.
Oh, God. Okay, so...
He kind of blicks out of his nose and mouth more to tar.
Oh, poor baby. You see... Well, before she says that. So, Thaxl's temper starts to rise. And you see kind of this... It's a weird, unusual conflict for her. Her scales start to resemble fur.
Ooh.
As if her wolf wild shape is trying to somehow take control.
Nice.
And almost as fast as the fur appears, her scales are just there, like as it were. Nice. But it's like she's fighting this like guttural instinct to just tear into him, but she's trying to keep that part of her at bay, so to speak. But it's something that she hasn't. It's a very unusual thing that is happening with
awesome.
her.
Release me, and perhaps I'll let all of you live.
Oh no, honey, I don't think you understand the reason why we summoned you here. You are only going to see my face when you die. My name is only going to be the last thing that leaves your lips when you die. I don't think you understand that you're leaving here alive. You don't have your phylactery anymore, darling. You're dead. Just like you killed my family. Why? And then like that little phenomenon's like trying to happen again. Why did it have to be my family?
Well, perhaps we can make a deal. I can share this information with you if we amicably both leave here. You're certainly welcome to pursue me after that.
No, you're going to answer me now, Reevus.
A sign of good faith, then. I will answer some of your questions. And then perhaps you'll consider a deal.
Thaxl would definitely hear in her mind. Aga would say, "This asshole doesn't deserve the truth. Just lie to him. Feed him hope. And take it away."
Thaxl
Do we all hear that, or is it just between?
It's just a Thaxl. And it's just a sentiment from Aga. It's not like a... It's just a sentiment.
Thaxl will look at Reevus and kind of like calm down like just a little bit. I have 2 questions for you that you will answer. And then we can make that deal.
You wish to know why it was your family?
What is one of them? Maybe.
Your family... You see him sort of cough up some more of this goop. Your family held something of such great power. Yes, and they kept it away from the world. There is one that remains, spirited away. But whomever reunites, what you hold around your neck, well, they may release them and receive whatever it is they wish, the power that they will possess, the knowledge, and much more. Much more than you could possibly understand with your mind as it is.
Wow. There is only one more piece then. Thanks for the information. Where is McGregor?
That I can tell you if you promise to let me free. You may pursue me later, I might not. I know of each of you now. But give me a word that you'll let me free. And I will tell you McGregor's and as he starts saying location, in between you, well, effectively in front of Reevus, but blocking your view of Reevus, this creature appears inside that circle.
Oh. I don't see it, but
Sorry, let me try and share it out again.
I know what a plant. I know what a planter is. I just don't. It didn't show the image.
Ah, that stinks. Is anyone else having trouble seeing it?
Oh, I see it on Twitch. I'm good. I'm good.
I got it.
Okay.
I'm good.
Wings out, sword held in front like that. And it just stares through your soul, Thaxl.
Oh, God damn it.
It turns its head, solid white eyes scanning the room. It doesn't turn around as far to see you, Marcon, currently, though. But it scans everyone on this side of the room all the way across to the Baron. Sees everything taking place here. moves it sort of, or holds it with one hand, quickly thrusts its right hand out, and with that, this Rhea, please make a Constitution saving throw, if you would, or Strength. I guess this would be a Strength saving throw.
While this.
Oh.
Sorry.
Can Amari see Thaxl with this thing?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's gonna cast a look in Thaxl's direction, whether she sees it or not. And there's something in her face that kind of changes from trusting to suddenly extremely skeptical.
Okay. All right.
But it's definitely anybody who casts a glance in her that happens to be looking at her would notice that she's now really skeptical.
Okay. What was your roll, Ram?
No, Rhea!
Rhea, you are knocked back, and it's as though you feel this resistance from the circle around you as it's sort of tying all this magic together, but there's so much force that it presses you out of that, and you slam against the wall in the back there. If you can roll 3d8, please. Let me know what you get.
Ooh.
Yeah. God damn it.
I got 6, 6, and a 7.
Okay. So you take wait a minute. No, that's only for dex saves, isn't it? Do you have any? Does your rogue have anything to cut that down?
There's another one. It's not evasion. It's either evasion or what's the other one?
Oh, okay.
Sorry, mousing. Hold on.
Uncanny dodge.
Thank you.
As she's flying back, do I have enough time to cast Sanctuary on her?
Hey, you can give it a shot.
Okay, so as soon as Rhea starts to fly back, she'll stop glaring at hold on, I gotta pull it up. She'll stop glaring at her long enough to she'll bring her hand to her hip and rub on the small pouch that's there, and say, Rhea, protect yourself. And she'll, from where her hand is rubbing, reach it out and twist her hand around to try to ward her against the attack.
Okay. Let's see. Any creature who targets the warded. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. So you go, since you have to cast it on the Planetar, right? You cast it on her, but then it's targeting. There seems to be a. Good.
I cast it on Rhea. They have to pass, so they have to be successful on a Wisdom saving throw, or attack a different target, or lose the attack.
Okay.
If they fail it, it's a DC 18.
Okay.
If they fail it, then they either have to choose a different target or lose the spell.
Okay.
Or attack.
They got a nat 20. Ooh, exciting.
Oh damn. Yeah. On a failed save. Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's good to know. It's a good spell.
She does have uncanny dodge, so she can have it because she saw the attack coming, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
And she can use your reaction to have it.
Okay, so it'll just 19, so 10 points of damage. As you're knocked down to the ground. This Planetar looks around at the rest of the party, and then this huge booming ominous voice. You all seek what you do not understand. Do not pursue. the Jataga Fair. Do not pursue me any longer. Grabs the sword with both hands, turns around, and cleaves Reevus in two. Looks down.
No!
You will not betray me, he says to the dead body, and spins back around to. He starts floating over towards the edge of this protective circle, and poof, bamps out. Poof, bamps back on the outside of this, with like around all of you. Actually, it'd be more like over by almost approaching Rhea and the Baron, as the Baron's leading all this. So you all see, like, they kind of fall out of sight because this creature's pretty big. And in case, the players didn't infer it, I imagine the characters would infer that this is McGregor. He said, don't betray me, stop pursuing me. So you see the back, these wings sprawled out, sort of hovering over, blocking, the view of Rhea and the Baron. But then it passes by, so you're able to once again see Rhea and the Baron, who's leaning down to try and grab Rhea's hand to pull her up.
So can we still see the guy, or?
Yep, you can still see him. He's just in a position now where you can also see he's no longer blocking Rhea and the Baron. Baron holds a hand out to you, Rhea, to help you up.
Take it.
Can we attack him if we want to now?
You're welcome to try something. Make a perception check in all the chaos, if you would.
Sure.
Okay.
Everybody. Yeah, sorry. Everyone can. My bad.
Oh. Not that die. That one has failed me.
22.
Oh, you don't have to, Rhea. Sorry.
I just rolled another natural one. This is impossible.
All right, let me go around Thaxl.
22.
Oh, wow. Nice. Okay.
My passive perception is higher than my roll.
That's amazing. What's your passive perception? Because you might notice that in this case.
My passive perception is like I don't have it added on my thing. Where do I find that here?
It should be.
It's just 10 plus your perception bonus.
But with my feet, it's higher, so it's like 7.
Let me check.
Oh,
like,
it's plus 5 then. If you've got the perceptive,
it should be.
Yeah, it's 17.
Oh.
As my passive, but
okay.
my roll was a 5.
No, this would work in this situation. Yeah, so we'll go with your passive. So if anyone rolled lower than their passive perception, just let me know what your passive is. Aga?
It's the highest I've ever rolled. 21 for perception.
Nice. Aga's got his head on a swivel here for sure. Marcon?
14.
Now for Thaxl.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. So I think that everyone notices 13 is sort of the thing here. That as this creature flutters out its wings again, and the Baron, has helped Rhea up, he's holding her hand as a compliment.
Who's holding his hand?
Wait.
The Baron is holding Rhea's hand.
Like they were... What?
He pushes her hair back over her ear. Leans in. Are you all right?
He didn't hurt me too bad.
Okay. He gives her a kiss.
Ooh.
It's...
Or they kiss, I should say.
Yeah.
All right. This creature lowers its wings. Well, oops. Sorry, where are my notes?
Enraged, Amari is just going to. I'm going to use a sorcery point and not even bother with any components for this. She's going to direct her attention towards the creature and just cast. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
I'm not even going to. She's not even going to bother. She is pissed.
Okay.
Is the Palantir still behind the circle?
Nope, it bamfed out, and now it's over by Rhea.
Okay. I wanted to make sure that it was that and not the Baron.
Yeah, she's...
Yeah, the Baron is over there as well. The Baron's the one that helped Rhea up and then continued holding her hand and pushed her hair back and asked if she was all right. Give her a kiss.
Yeah, she's.
Do I see Nana doing this though?
She's absolutely livid, and she doesn't even bother.
Yeah, go for
Can I
it.
scream?
I don't know how to roll it in this. Like I don't know how to.
Is it just a spell attack roll?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do it in this.
So in the actions tab, it would be down in, let's see, where art thou? Or maybe it didn't happen. It's Eldritch Blast, right?
Yeah,
it is.
It didn't roll.
Mm-hmm. So you have to click the little magnifying glass next to the dragon. And that's it.
Where's it at?
To the right of, so it'll be in your spells, warlock, cantrips.
Okay.
Or you can just roll a regular d20 if you want and add 10. 10 is the adding on here.
Oh wait, that cast the wrong thing. That was the wrong thing. Hold on.
No problem.
I clicked the wrong thing. I gotta find it again.
Okay.
While you're finding this,
yeah.
I know she's already going to be casting this, but like it's one of those like slow-mo points.
26.
She's gonna yell at Nana to say like stop. Like she's screaming stop. But it's already
it's cast, okay.
She cast it. I rolled a 26 for that. But she, even as she casts it, like she's not doing anything that would there. It's not. She doesn't have any perceptible way of whatever. But I mean, there's the only thing that you would notice is just the beam of it by the time it's already let loose, because there's no perceptible casting because I've used the sorcery point. Yeah. So there's no verbal or somatic.
Nice.
But as she hears Thaxl say this, she's just gonna turn as it's releasing and say, I can see how you're someone who keeps your word.
Okay.
Ooh. Or not.
Nice. With a rage, go ahead and roll damage. That hits. This is a planetar. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, so 29.
Oh, that was the attack again. This would be
was it attack?
Damage will be just below that.
Oh yeah, below that. There we go. The 4.
All right. Just force damage, ruffle some feathers on the back.
At this level, don't you get 2 rays of Eldritch Blast anyway?
Yeah, but I just cast it.
They both hit.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
It's 3.
You have held up your end of the bargain. And so the rewards shall be yours. And he holds a hand out over Rhea's head.
Close your eyes.
Okay. And you're all welcome to do stuff. There's 6 seconds before this next thing happens, in case anyone has any actions or reactions here.
What the shit is going on?
Okay.
I'm going to ask that exact question in Rhea's mind.
Nice.
She's going to cast Sunbeam
I'm going to remain quiet.
on McGregor. Fuck it.
Nice, yeah. Keep it cool, yeah. All right, go for it, Thaxl. And which who are you attacking?
Constitution saving throw. McGregor. The
okay.
Planetar.
All right, con saving throw. It is
She is very
While she's
vivid.
doing that,
Mhm.
she'll Rhea will respond to Aga in her mind and say, "This isn't about you."
Oops. Nice. All right. In that case,
Take a look at your private messages, Vic.
Which save was it again, Thaxl? Sorry.
Constitution.
Constitution. 25.
Fucking shit! What is up with this
Let's
dude?
get a plus 12.
You still get. Wait, is he undead?
No.
Okay. He still gets. Okay, so it is 5 foot wide in a 60-foot long line.
Okay.
So if that's going to hit the Baron also, he needs to make a roll.
Okay. All right.
I'm trying to end. Since the Baron is, I'm sorry, undead, he needs to do it at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Bitch!
First roll's a 21. Oh, second one's a 22.
Fuck you!
Freaking
Okay.
Baron.
I am so livid right now. Okay, hold on. Oh, don't you apologize. Whatever. You're...
So is that still half damage?
Yeah, after
Okay.
I find another fucking D8. Okay. Hold
These
on.
2 waves of force damage from Emori strike to just ruffle the feathers.
Okay.
And
8.
it stands there and holds its hand out over Rhea. Your end of the bargain was held. Now for my end.
19 points divided by 2.
Okay, all right, 10. Okay. And what type of damage is that?
Radiant.
Okay. Sort of shines off shimmering back muscles of this
What
planetar.
about the Baron?
Oh, right. The Baron still takes half, but he'll take the full 19 because it's radiant. He gets kind of shaken back, but kind of fixes his prim and proper clothing and stands, 5 feet away from Rhea watching this take place. This divine light comes out of the planetar's hand and covers Rhea, and you watch as her Asimar form grows and shifts. The wings twice the size, 2.5 times the size. The angelic glow brightens even more. And for anyone that's ever seen a diva, you now see Rhea as a diva before you. Lowers his hand. And
Your word.
yes. Concerning your mother, he draws from, appears in his hand, this, it looks like an octagonal box. And inside, as he lowers it, there's a glass case on top, and there is a cork and needle. A compass to find her. Passes it over to her.
Take it.
He's gone. And standing over there is Rhea in this diva form holding this compass thing, and the Baron standing affectionately close to her.
Amari's gonna
Step
walk out.
closer to him and grab his hand and cast healing hands on him. So he
And Maury, you try and walk and you cannot leave your circle.
Jesus.
Oh, yes. Oh. It's always so good to have you by my side. You've done it.
We've done it.
At last.
Finally. Well,
Turn
Do I
and
see Reevus in the circle still?
you see the 2 halves of Reevus, yeah.
You see her doing that whole like you see this shift happening where she's like the wolf part wants to come out but she's not ready, and she's looking at Rhea like Rhea just betrayed her. and is fighting back tears. And I'm assuming she knows that Reevus is dead, right?
Yeah, it was clear
Yeah,
from
like
here to hip, yeah.
Damn it. Damn it! She's gonna draw, not to do anything, and she's gonna draw the dagger that Tassos gave her.
Mm-hmm.
And just in the most like painful yell, she's gonna point it at Rhea and be like, "What the fuck did you just do?"
Really, Thaxl, you should be thanking McGregor. Your debts have been paid by him.
He was my kill.
Yes, and you had the chance to kill him the first time that we got him. But, I don't know, someone had to be a little bit impulsive and let him escape.
Do you think that was my fault? I'm pretty sure it was you or Tina or somebody else that let him get away. It was not my fault.
No. Aga warned you. We knocked him unconscious. You decided to kill him and bring him back, and kill him and bring him back. Remember?
I did not know he was a lich. Bitch.
Right. And the reason you didn't know he was a lich was because you're impulsive and reckless and arrogant. And really, I wouldn't have cared. I actually decided that when that happened, I wouldn't let you screw this chance up for you again. I went looking for McGregor so that we would know what we were up against. But then you fucked up. You broke the one rule that I asked you not to break. You don't fuck with my business, and you don't fuck with my family. You fucked with my family.
How?
Tassos has not been the same since you took him away from me for 15 years. He is the one person, until I met him, and she'll gesture at the Baron.
Give a warm smile.
The only person in this world that I had that was important to me. And you changed him. He's not the same man. And he never will be. And I was so angry at you. Then McGregor reached out and said he could give me the one thing I wanted. So now you're dead.
Mari's gonna.
Power?
Power?
Oh, Jesus.
No, darling. You know what Rex is. I need immortality and protection. We've been married for a few years, but no one knows it. It's not safe. Well, now it is. And she'll just kind of like look at him longingly.
Amari's gonna look at Thaxl and then look at and say, "You just lied. You gave your word and then you lied blatantly. If you have nothing in this world, you have your word. How do I know you won't do that to me?" And then she'll look at Rhea and say, "I certainly hope that you have a strong understanding," and she'll look at Rex and eye him up and down, "with your husband, because on my way here, your husband and I spent a very long evening together."
I know, Amari. Think about it. We're going to live forever. We share, and we share nicely.
So you don't keep your word either. It's good to know.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure where I broke my word with you. This has nothing to do with any of the rest of you. You're collateral damage, if you feel that way. This is me squaring with Thaxl. And that's all.
It's business.
Thaxl, you took away the man that I knew as my brother. So in return, I've gained my freedom to love the man that I do.
By being undead?
I'm not undead. That was the whole point. Believe me, he has wanted me to become a vampire for I don't know how long, dear.
It is true.
A while.
I wouldn't do it. I like the sun too much. I insisted we find another way.
Mari's gonna try to walk out again.
There's just a force. Presses you back in.
Aga's gonna put his hand against it and see if there's one on his as well.
It's resisting.
She's gonna.
force.
Does Misty Step stop when I try to Misty Step out?
You successfully disappear, but then reappear in the circle.
Would that be the same with Dimension Door if she tried? Wait, do I have Dimension Door?
You walk through that, through the distance, through the other plane.
I'm sorry.
And come back, poof.
Wrong character. She does not have Dimension
okay.
Door. Sorry. Sorry.
Aga will speak aloud and say,
No, she's going to dispel magic. Can she try that?
Mm-hmm.
I will cast Dispel Magic. Fuck, how far does this thing go? Oh, I did cast something. Hold on, let me get that clicked. I cast Dispel Magic.
Aga will say to Rhea, I have no fight here. I think you've made a masterful move, but do you mind if I leave the room?
Actually, that's a good point, Aga. As much as this has been fun, I would like to enjoy my husband in my home. I think, darling, our company has overstayed their welcome.
Understood. Pleasure doing business with you. Boom. Snaps his fingers. Everyone's bamped out of the room.
To where?
You find yourselves in a 10 by 12 jail cell.
Even me?
Yeah, yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep, everyone but Ray finds themselves in. What are you? What in the hell? There's a guy on a bench in there for the night. There's guards! Guards! There's people in. What? They just help!
Where are we?
Is he in the same cell as us?
Yeah, this dude's like.
I'm gonna grab him by if he doesn't have a shirt on, I'm gonna grab him by the throat. Okay, so I'll grab him by the shirt. Pick him up.
Please.
Shut up. Now. And he'll pull out his mace. Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna pull out my sword and stick a sword right into in the dude's stomach as Aga's putting.
I still have my dagger on, apparently.
Jesus Christ! Guys, he's probably innocent.
I won't pee in an alleyway ever again. I swear.
Shut up. Shut up.
Amari's too pissed. She's gonna take her dagger and just try to slit his throat because she doesn't care. She's pissed.
Stop.
I'm gonna stop her.
Where are we?
If you guys are all pulling your weapons, she doesn't trust any of you anymore. Even less than she did. So she is going to try to force her dagger through that man's throat.
I'm gonna do everything in my power to get her to not do that. So,
Imori will do it grappling wise.
Yeah.
Okay, so Imori, go ahead and roll an athletics check, and Markon, you can do athletics or acrobatics to try and resist.
I'll do athletics.
And Thaxl too, if you're also attempting to.
5.
Oh no!
I'm just trying to figure out how they're all gonna see that. If they're all, I bet all standing with their stuff in this guy's face.
11.
She's much shorter. How they gonna see it? But yeah.
My athletics check was a 25.
Oh, okay, nice. Yes, but you're still Imori's feistily trying to get in there, but you're able to boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Are we just in a mundane jail cell?
Yeah.
Because you can probably break out.
So as everybody starts swarming around, because Aga grabbed this guy, and then everybody's swarmed him. Aga's just gonna fuck this and Misty Step into the hallway.
You go into the rest of there's a large room, and then there's some hallways a little bit. There's a doorway anyway, a little further, a couple 10 more feet, and a hallway that runs down the other way about 30 feet.
I'm gonna bamf Atreus, my owl, out and say, "You go that way, find me the way out," and I'm gonna go the other way, and him and I are gonna separate ways, try and find a way out of here.
Is our telepathic bond still up?
Should be.
Rhea's telepathic bond is still up, but Rhea's mind is blocked. Or not Rhea. Aga's mind is blocked.
Okay.
Amari's mind is going to be blocked to everybody.
Investigation checks, one for your owl, one for you, please, Aga.
Well, I'm just gonna keep yelling to the guy. Where the hell are we?
It's a jail.
What town are we in, you insignificant little punk?
We're in Sandguard.
Oh my god!
And now, Marcon, given your background, you do have a little bit of a bounty here and there, and this is one of the cities that has a price out for you.
Oh my god!
30 gold for you.
30 gold?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not that high. Oh.
You gotta build it up more. Aga, what'd you get?
That's an 18 for me and a 20 for the owl.
Your owl finds, goes through down the hallway and through the open door and does find a way out back there. As you're looking around, you find a doorway into another section of the building. It looks like it would take more exploring to find out the way out, but what you do see around the corner is a set of wanted posters. You see Marcon on one of them for 30 gold, and you see Dina, Demalagus, and I think Thaxl. I think it was just those three, right? With a 30,000 gold reward on their heads for killing the city hero earlier in the campaign. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Motherfucking, I quit! I hate all of you guys. Good night.
Holy shit. Victoria, that was some of the best shit I've ever seen.
I hate you so much.
Yo, it was so hard not to smile through that whole shit, because as soon as that planet's heart showed up, I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then he said he's holding her hand, and I was like, oh shit, she just played all of us. I was like, she played all of us.
I'm just gonna be very upset that I'm not getting paid, because when I'm back to Ted Justin, I'm like, well, shit. This isn't what I thought this was gonna be, but
nice.
Well,
I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
I had to stare directly at the camera, because if I looked over and looked at your faces, I would.
Oh my gosh! Amazing. Oh, so
I didn't even get to kill the
I know.
I have lost sleep over this past week. I want you all to feel guilty as shit.
Hey,
I do know if that makes you feel bad.
I didn't have any hand in this. Why do we all gotta feel guilty?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Dan and Victoria right now.
Yeah. Makes you feel better. Ask Dan. I texted a lot about how guilty I felt.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah, guilty, not guilty. Yeah.
But
I'm so glad I didn't see you in Dallas.
That's awesome.
It's an evil campaign, Tasha.
I'm so sad. That's what's so sad. No, maybe mix. You know?
Is this city that we're on in a different plane of existence?
Honor amongst thieves.
It's in Vossarel. Yep, the northeastern support city for Vossarel.
So it's in the same plane of existence.
Yes. Yep.
I'll explain later. Adam.
Yeah, it's sort of a zing for. Yeah, that's awesome.
You are. Aga's fine.
Try to. Oh, I'm gonna get out of this cell next session too.
You don't understand. It's an evil campaign. He's all
I
about
will kill you so
I have
fast.
ways to get out. I have ways to get out of that cell too.
Nice.
I'm gonna be fine.
Awesome. But I promise, Thaxl, there's some amazing stuff with McGregor, so you can have your true.
Is there?
Yes.
Is there?
Yeah. So we're gonna do our last giveaways here in a minute. But just some food for thought, because this is what an episode! Holy Toledo. So much to unpack. So feel free. And now, if anyone has to go, I understand. Please feel free to head out for the night. But if anyone wants to chat for a little bit, I would encourage chat, because there's so much great backtracking with the story. There's also one of my favorite things is the position that Tassos will be in. Like, I can't wait to see all that like work out.
Oh,
You know?
she's gonna bring down the hells, man.
Nice.
What is this? What does this like mean though? Oh my
It means
god!
that Rhea betrayed her, so now she has a poison for Rhea.
No, I'm saying like
This is gonna be
Never mind.
super. This is
Never
gonna be
mind.
super duper weird, because I don't have loyalty to anybody in this jail cell, and the person I did have loyalty to just locked me up, so I have loyalty to literally nobody right now.
It's okay. You are your new queen.
We just
And you'll
banned
be
you out of
okay.
the house. I had no control of where you went.
Yeah. It's
Which
a
is fine.
barren flavor for.
I cannot believe you zapped us as Vanguard. Like
That is hilarious.
If it makes you feel better, Dan and I did have a conversation about zapping you to Shadowgate, but I thought that was a little.
Yeah.
both of them are really shitty ideas. Okay?
Yeah, like the Vardox front stew.
At least the
No.
good news is that Amari doesn't have to worry about anything
Right.
bounty-wise because she can pretty much be who she wants to be.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
I do.
It's gonna be very difficult for me to get to this city. I already know. Like, it's gonna be extremely difficult.
Oh my gosh.
The thought that she would have tried to, like, she's like at the point where if she would have, if Thaxl wouldn't have blatantly lied to that guy and said that she was gonna do something, she wouldn't have thought what she thought. But
Wait.
then
What?
when he said he'd make a deal and you hinted that you would make a deal, she didn't hear the conversation between you and Aga, so she doesn't know there was any like talk between you guys because he said it directly to you, make him think, and so all she sees is her betraying, like going against it. It looked to her like you give your word willy nilly, and so she's like,
that's what she meant. Okay.
yeah,
okay.
she's looking at it like you just give your word to anybody so long
No.
as it suits your terms. So now she's now
No.
the likelihood of her wanting to help Lady Queen Thaxl is like, fuck you, bitch.
She will explain because she was trying to deceive him to coming out so she can kill him.
Yeah, but she doesn't know that. All she knows is people are giving their word willy-nilly.
She'll explain. It's fine.
That's awesome.
Rhea, that was a breach of contract. So just let you know.
I told you. You guys,
Hey, it is what it
nothing
is. I
happened to you
understand.
guys. Nothing
Yeah,
happened
I understand.
To you guys. You guys were
we got
fine.
bamfed into a
Into a jail cell.
Guys,
Yeah.
guys,
Well,
And you
my
know
husband
full
has a
well-
funny sense of humor.
Rhea knows
I have a plan.
damn well Aga
Yeah.
does not like bonds.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thaxl doesn't either. Like, she's about to lose her shit.
And now that I know the Barons are undead, it's about to be a lot of slow singing and casket bringing.
Nice.
You
Not
can
to mention Amari's. We're gonna kill the Baron!
I'm completely down with that, actually.
Not to
Gonna
mention
kill
where
Reyes.
Amari's been for like 20 plus years. Putting her in a cell, that was a good idea.
Yeah.
We're gonna kill. Just kill her.
You're not inspiring any love here at all. Oh,
That's
she's
amazing.
like,
In my
no.
defense, Victoria had no idea you were going to a jail cell. She just knew you were going to Xangar.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
no,
that's
I
the
could
Barons.
free up. Yeah, he
Sense of humor.
doesn't know that. She
Awesome.
just knows that's your man, and y'all just can't honor a marriage vow. She takes things very seriously. She's about her word.
So what was
Look,
honoring?
She's
What was-
on the road all the time. She's not going to just, not take
Well,
care of
to-
your
to
human needs.
Everybody's preferences are different. But
Yeah.
to Amari, she has nothing in the world, but she has her word, and to her, that's more than anything. If she gives you her word, that's she's gonna honor that 100. And to her, like, if you're giving your word to somebody in marriage, then you don't go outside of that no matter what. That's a bond that you made. And yep,
The Baron is sleazy.
yeah, well, it doesn't matter. She has no love for anybody right now. The only person she's actually willing to, like, possibly honor her, like, she knows that she has to pay a debt to Thaxl, and
she'll do barely what is necessary because that's barely what she has to do for the favor that she offered up to help Thaxl. But she did give her word to Marcon. Marcon did save her life.
Ooh, right,
So
right.
she'll help him, but she's not willing. And then I guess from her perspective, she's like, fuck all y'all.
We could definitely get out this jail cell. And if you
Hey,
want to
hey,
part
hey,
ways,
hey.
that's fine.
I have a plan. If you only just trust me. God damn it.
Oh no, I don't trust you at all. Not even a little bit. Because everything we did was the only reason I was there is because Ray was there. She just sent me to a jail cell. Do you have money? Because then I'll help you.
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. Because if you don't have money, I'm getting out of there.
Nice.
Just
Bounce.
calm the fuck down, everybody.
The rest of you in the jail cell, like, wait, yeah. I'm gonna pause real quick just to do our next to last giveaway. This is for the other item of merch, either a tote bag or a T-shirt with one of the designs on it there. So again, type in hype in chat if you want to enter. We'll give it about a minute or so, and then we'll do the winner.
And Lux Maurice is dead now. It's dead.
Oh.
Look what you did to us, Rhea.
You were the last one now, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. Why am I the last one?
That's sad.
Hey, it's okay.
Let me tell you.
Loyalty can't be bought.
I had
Loyalty
plans.
can be
It's okay.
I did step by step in my head of how I was going to kill Reevus. And it was going to be something like I was going to bamf out while he was unconscious, healing word him, take my dagger and like stick it in his chest and like have him drink one of the poisons and watch him like, I'm dying. Healing word just a little. And as he answers my questions, I'm going to shove that dagger into his chest and watch him die.
She had it all planned out.
I know.
And then
I've had it planned for months, Thaxl.
I don't care.
Months.
I don't care. You ruined it.
Okay, I'll let Dan do his giveaway, but then, yeah, we can talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I ran out of wine.
Oh no.
I have to drink water now.
All right, here goes our merch, the tote bag or T-shirt, your choice. The winner is, drum roll, ooh, Danny Phantom. Yay! Excellent. All right, so carry on a little bit. We'll do our final giveaway in a minute or two here.
Thaxl, think about it. You fucked her world up.
It wasn't my fault. He has a mind of his own.
It wasn't your fault that that Thaxl was so arrogant that she wouldn't let Aga protect the book, and then you drugged Tassos in there.
I didn't drag him. He was just there.
Yeah. Collateral damage. Think about it. Rhea has opened her home to you, treated you like a family member, and you did the one thing she asked of you. Don't fuck with her family.
You know what? Tassos has a mind of his own. He's an adult.
He was forced into that book.
What? No, he wasn't.
That book did charm him.
Yeah. So it wasn't that.
So he was forced into the book.
Collateral. You put him in danger's path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had left the book with Aga, it wouldn't have been a problem.
Yeah, Aga would have been the one in danger. That's fine. Ray don't give a fuck about Aga.
That's not true. That's not true.
I know. I'm just playing.
No, she was cultivating all these relationships so that she could get what she wanted. But
which was
I
okay.
respect
So
Aga's self-preservation for sure. I really do.
Okay, so explain to me. So McGregor does what to you?
So
turn you into a diva?
She's a
he turned me
celestial.
into So I was already an Asmar. He turned me into a diva. Dan, did he hint anything else outside of that?
Well, he also gave you the compass, the blood compass.
Okay, I just didn't know if he hinted the rest of it. I just wanted to make sure.
If there's something else, then he would have.
Well, we were talking about how when he gets to his final stage.
Oh,
was
right,
going to upgrade her one more time
and
to a
greater
planet.
power to come, he would have said, or something like that.
Yeah. So she'll get upgraded to a planetar if things go accordingly. And essentially what it is she's been married to the Baron, but they have had to keep their marriage secret because he's a vampire and she would have been vulnerable to their enemies. So she was on the road this whole time. The whole reason she was adventuring was she was looking for power that was enough that it would make her essentially immortal, and her and the Baron could be, they run 2 major empires on the continent,
Mm-hmm.
They have to be, yeah.
Oh
They
my
have to
God,
protect
is it a
themselves.
political marriage, but you guys just also like actually
Love
care about each other?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
really, oh my God, that's so cute in such a fucked up way.
Right?
Yes.
Perfect. Now that's
Yeah.
an
Like
evil
House of
campaign.
Cards at the beginning.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
There are a bunch of moments, like I know it'd be next to impossible to watch everything, but if you go back,
Yeah.
there are so many moments where it's like if
Thinking
you
about a
rewatch
handful.
it, it's like, like it seemed innocent, like they didn't know each other. Like when he was like, "Oh, do you want to become a vampire?" He was teasing her because she always turns him down on it with Agla.
And then there was that moment too where he stopped her in the hallway and was talking to her like the first time we visited.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like he knew her already, even though it was the first time we were seeing him.
Yeah. And you guys were teasing me in our Zoom chat about, Ray's got a boyfriend. And I'm like, shut up. No, I don't.
It's hilarious.
That's great.
Shit.
My heart hurts so much right now.
I'm sorry. It really.
I'm sorry,
it-
Thaxl.
Yeah.
Sorry, Thaxl.
Whatever.
See, like the Rob in me is like, like I'm sorry, Tasha, and then like
I know.
the Aga in me is like, that's what you fucking get.
Doesn't understand. She did nothing wrong.
I think the hardest part for Amari right now is this is her her very first interaction with
Right.
people, like because
shit.
she's only been around this is her first free interaction with people,
Non-control.
and this is now her opinion of the world.
It's
Aside
good.
from what she already had an opinion of, like her world was so dark,
It's
and
gonna
now
get even shittier.
Really
and
quick. Really?
I was trying to play it so that she wouldn't necessarily start off evil, like not as evil, but now this is just like spiraled her down that path.
Nice.
Totally down it.
I just want to say, Kim and Deontay, I feel so bad because you guys started to play with us, and the first thing both of you guys said to me was, we aren't loyal to anybody, but we're loyal to Rhea. And I immediately texted Dan, and I'm like, I'm going to be sick. Everybody is loyal to my character.
Trust me,
Thaxl
I
is
am.
loyal to you.
I'm
That's-
only mad at you professionally because you could at least gave me a heads up and sent me somewhere else, but you put me in a jail cell in a city where I have bounties. What the fuck?
Yeah. She didn't know that her, look,
What
Rex
the
has
fuck?
a really funny sense of humor.
Yeah.
and-
Oh, it's funny. It's gonna be
Funny.
It's gonna be funny when I kill him.
AKA asshole.
Amari's now remembering that conversation in that room where she reached out 2 sessions ago and was like, look, right? So you're not gonna put me back in that place, and the first fucking thing she does is put her in a fucking cell, whether or not it was her choice or not.
Yeah.
Oh
The
no,
Lord doesn't
the
know.
darkness has
Yeah,
come.
Thaxl doesn't do good in that type of environment either.
The first fucking thing that happens is, oh, you're done. Oh, what did she say? Oh, you've overstayed your welcome. And so the first thing Rhea does is have her sent to a fucking jail cell. Oh no, honey.
Her husband's just the best.
Are we officially part of the Fuck Rhea coalition now?
Yes!
Is this
Rhea's gonna
what we're
die.
doing?
I'm done. She's,
You can
you know,
certainly try.
well, I'm going to. I have, my frozen death and my mort flesh or whatever. it's now been scribbled out, Reevus. It's going to say Raya because it still begins with an R, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she did just say R. She didn't say a whole name for that one.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I was not upset at the move that you made. I'm upset you put me in the city where I have values. That's all.
That's awesome. The Baron's the worst with that. Yeah, he thought it was so funny. Like,
It's
Like,
okay.
okay.
It's
It was
okay.
good.
Okay.
It was good. She's
Okay.
just
It's okay.
she's now got her
Hey.
way to be evil. So
Hey Vic,
Yeah.
do we
I'm
want
gonna talk to her.
Do you want to read?
right?
I'm kidding. Oh my god.
Vic, do you
I'm
want
sorry.
to? If Dan's okay with it, do you want to read these real quick? Because I think it'd be really fun.
let me get
To
the
end
next
on.
hype, and then I'd love that if Vic's okay with it.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Can we have a
la-
little side combo?
Yes, last giveaway of the night, the big one, everyone. So, please type in hype. Hold on, pause that. Don't do that yet, lies. Okay, no, I've got it set up. Type in hype to win the Explorer's Guide to Wildmount. It doesn't come out until March 17th? 19th? Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. If you win, you'll be able to choose between receiving a hard copy or a digital copy. Just, let me know. So type in hype, and we'll make this happen. Okay, and we'll do the roll in a minute or two once after we hear these goodies.
Uh-oh. Hold on just a second. My headphones are dying, so I need to, like...
That's
Oh.
karma. That's
Nope.
karma.
No, that's us taking too long. Why do you think I was like, guys, in private chat, why do you think I was like, guys, we got to stay on top of it. We got to hurry up. We got shit to do.
Vic.
I knew it was coming. Okay, go ahead, because yours was first, Rob.
Yeah. So as Aga is like running about the prison trying to figure his way out, he would have been mentally conversing with Rhea, and he would have opened with, "I hope that you enjoy your honeymoon. I'm unhappy about the destination your husband chose. I live in a jail cell, and there is no need to put me in another. However, I do hope our previous agreement can still be discussed."
And Rhea would reply with, he probably chose the location as a joke, unfortunately. When I make a promise, I don't break it. The deal is still on. The price will be discussed later, but be prepared for it to stop. Oh, be prepared for it to include stopping the others enacting their revenge.
Do you want me to read the next? Do you want to read the next two, or do you want to leave those ones as mystery?
That is up to you, because Rhea is no longer a PC.
Okay.
I'm so sad now.
Oh, Thaxl,
Yeah.
Thaxl,
I'm
how
not.
good are you at preventing yourself from metagaming?
Preventing myself from metagaming.
Yeah.
Are you talking to Thaxl?
Yeah.
I'm talking to Tasha.
I mean, I do my best to keep everything separate. Yes.
Why not? I think it'll be fun to end this one on. It's been a hype episode, so why
I mean,
Sure.
I've already been stabbed in the heart multiple times tonight. Just kill me.
Aww.
So here it goes. You ready for this one? Aga responds with, "I will for the time being stay with Thaxl and monitor her. Feel free to contact me. I may need your husband's assistance as well with another more permanent project."
He responds with, "I will stay in touch. Keep me updated on your progress with Bardock. If I hear anything, I will let you know."
Wow, she has no friends again.
Oh.
She lost her family, found friends, and now they're all like no friends. She
You
has
can
no
talk
friends.
to Tassos.
Oh,
Right.
Tassos. Oh,
Oh, that's a low blow.
Nice.
Oh no.
Tassos doesn't. Well, I won't say that much. I won't say that
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Poor
Yeah.
Tassos. Oh my god, I can't wait. I can't wait to play the tearing of Tassos in this. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to find out how it's all going to work out with, with all that.
Look at Tony Montana F in the chat.
Yeah.
For Thaxl.
On it.
Awesome. All right, let me do the. Looks like everyone type just again.
Wait,
just to double
so just to clarify, like Rhea's gone for, like as a PC.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So we're not losing Vic, are we?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
nope. But you know what? Rhea's dead. Rhea's dead, 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 dead. is dead.
Rhea can still be useful as a tool.
No, she's dead to me.
I know Dan wants to do his thing, but here's the one thing I'll say to Tasha Tasha. I was like combining Tasha and Thaxl. Yeah.
Is this gonna be from Rhea to Thaxl mentally?
No.
Wait, do we all still have the telepathic link up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Although
I have words for Rhea. We could reconcile this. I just need
need fucking hazard pay.
Yeah, I did not know that we were still doing the psychic link.
That Thaxl has known Rhea long enough that she knows that Rhea would not make a move like this if she was not confident she was protected. That's all I'll say.
Is protecting like me?
No, is protected. No, like Rhea
protected.
knows she is in a safe place. Like she would not make this move. She's smart enough. She thinks that many spots ahead that she would not make this move if she didn't think she was prepared and protected.
I mean, Rhea's protected. Thaxl's not. Right?
Right.
Wait, why isn't Rhea have a bounty on her in Zangar? She was there.
Nope, she was not. Her and Aerie were on a trip for
That's
Hikari.
right. That's right.
Okay, sorry, Dan. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
The people want their book.
It's a good thing that not everybody was there for that, and some people have a history of not being anywhere.
Yeah.
Wait, was I there for a different crime?
Yeah, this would be just something in general. It can be whatever you'd like, actually, because I don't have anything specific. So if that interests you in coming up with whatever that's.
Oh, it definitely does.
Nice, awesome. Yeah, let me know, and I'll have that ready for role play in case it comes out.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Nice. All right, so we're gonna do our last giveaway here. Again, if you haven't typed hype, consider doing it now for the Explorer's Guide to Wildmount. It'll be released in March. You'll get to choose hard copy or digital. And here we go. Boop. The winner is Gothic Curse coming back.
Let's go. Hey, congratulations!
Awesome. Congrats. Ooh, let me get a picture so I don't forget. Excelente. Amazing night. And it was great to have, we had all our other extra stuff here, giveaways and merch store and everything else, crack-a-lacking on this night. But Thaxl, awesome work with coming up to that. There was some fun interaction there with Reevus before he got cleaved.
Was there?
A little bit. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I give a tiny announcement about next Thursday?
Please. Oh, yeah. Shoot, Kim. Yeah.
So for those of you guys that don't know, hi, Kim. The Small Folk campaign goes live on 13th of February, which is a Thursday, which is also the day that Girl Glitter Gold the followers celebrate Communion of Laughter. Nice. So there's going to be everybody from Monday night's campaign, Wednesday's morning's campaign, and the premiere for the Small Folk campaign. So we have 3 campaigns getting together in Penshaw to celebrate the Communion of Laughter. And if you guys, it's at 7 p.m. Pacific, and viewers can help play pranks or give boons to the players as they're participating in the Build-A-Bot arena.
That's amazing.
So
nice.
That's a big deal. All the small folks. Yep.
Yes, go check out Kim's. Oh, wait, is it in there right? Okay, yeah. Of course, her Twitter and her Twitch channel. She has a boatload of amazing content at D_20TV. And then it's a website, right? That's why there's a third one. I kept seeing it. I'm like, why? So go follow her all over the place because she's amazing. She has a bunch of awesome stuff. And join in for her campaign, the Small Folk campaign, and all the fun. Nice. Oh, Players, thank you all so much. I know that was like a hardcore roller coaster. I'm sorry, Tasha.
Yeah, roller coaster is the right word for that.
Yes.
I want to say that threw us for a loop, but it was probably more likely a corkscrew.
Okay, not gonna lie. Since I know that the psychic link is up, I might have to start making deals on the back end like Aga. That's better though.
Awesome.
I don't think I
she
can be
said
part
she
of the Fuck Red
nothing-
coalition if she has money for me. So.
Yeah, she said she had no problem with the three of you. This was 100% because of Thaxl.
Mm-hmm. I do love, especially how the Baron and Rhea match up like that. Like a deal's a deal. We made a deal, we'll honor it. But that doesn't mean anything about any other circumstances after or they're around.
That's sneaky, bro.
Yeah.
That's evil. That's evil.
That's very
Awesome.
evil.
Yeah, it is.
Poisons now go to Rhea.
I love that Rhea was like the least evil of the group too for the longest time.
Yeah.
She was.
Yep.
Yeah.
She was playing it that way, but she
Yeah,
wasn't.
she was playing it that way. But
there have been moments where I had, to do my best. I don't know if it's the same for you, Vic, but where I had to be like as deadpan as I could, because I'm like,
Yes.
oh, I know. Even tonight, when the Battle Muffin discussion, when you first arrived, and she's like, yeah, why don't you go ahead and have a thing? And
yes.
like, teasing her husband. Yeah.
She knew that Amari had an evening with her husband, which is why she was teasing him to go ahead and get another Battle Muffin.
Oh, so awesome.
Yeah. And like last week, how you had said, we don't know what McGregor is. Like, I wasn't prepared for you to say that, knowing that he was a Planetara, and I was like, oh. And like seeing it last week's
Yeah, it's awesome.
God, I was like, oh, I know. Hold it together, woman.
Nice. But thank you. Plays are all so incredible. And Tasha, I promise, I swear, it's been, I've had something for McGregor here in you that's going to be, I feel like you're thoroughly going to enjoy it. You won't I will give you my DM word. You won't have to be concerned about any surprise events of this nature anyway with McGregor.
Well, no, because Thaxl's killing Rhea, so it's fine.
Nice.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I cannot stop being sassy.
That's awesome. Players, I know it's late. Thank you, and chat, thank you so much for staying up with us tonight. Thank you all for your kindness and support and love in chat. Viewers, you're hilarious, you're entertaining, and you're so involved. It's just so great to share the game with you all. And players, everyone tonight, spot on. Oh, so juicy.
Bro. Oh my god.
Awesome.
I guess
I have work in like 5 hours.
Oh no!
So like,
I guess
now I have to
Thaxl
find a
knows.
way
Now.
to get to sleep.
I guess Thaxl knows she doesn't have to teach Amari about wood now.
Yeah. Nice.
Secrets out.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you all.
Or who she would do.
Made a deal.
Excellent. Nice. Where's the guard? Where's the guard in this prison? Yeah. Yes, I hope you all have a fantastic night. We'll catch you, of course, just to do a wrap up tonight. You've enjoyed watching Kyr's Lament, our all evil campaign, in case you couldn't tell. Tonight made it pretty on point. Every Tuesday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. And then every Friday night we have Stormfall, our suspenseful, dramatic, drama club sort of campaign. Every Friday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. Every Sunday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern, we have the Obsidian Scar, which Vic DMs. And there's conspiracy theories and people being returned to life as Tabaxi and a lot of exploratory stuff. It's really fun. And we're extra naughty. Proper naughty.
Naughty.
Nice. Awesome. And Tasha and I play that one. And then every Monday night is the campaign that Steph DMs, Steph Skiles Art, which she may still be in chat. I'm not sure. She DMs that, and it's called The Forsaken every Monday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. We don't really have a summary for that yet. But check all our stuff out. Hang out with us in Discord. If you're not there, consider joining, because we have our Discord D&D, which is set in the same world as all of our campaigns. And there may or may not be, for those willing to be on camera, some tie-ins down the road that might be little mini crossovers with our Discord D&D. So skippity scope us out. If you missed any episodes, you're like, all right, I need to back it up and go watch previous episodes, especially if you want to see where Rhea was saying things that had, a hidden meaning because she totally knew all this. Check out our YouTube. We upload everything up there. Have a great night, everyone. That's all to say. You're all awesome. Players, chatters, viewers, everybody. Have a fantastic night. We'll catch you all soon. Bye. Super Hurts.
Everybody.